oursharespace.com. And here's my sister Karen, Nevada Benzer. She's making a Viking statement. I don't really know why. And Julian has some news he wants to share.
Oh, yeah. But first, I got a question. What's the funniest thing you ever got stuck up your urethra?
A camera?
Oh, yeah. Mhm. Actually, I figured pretty much, yeah. Well, camera, at least, that's something, sort of makes sense. But yeah, if someone has something more interesting, like anything else, I'm pretty sure they'd win
Oh,
that. Mhm.
Yikes.
I've heard of interesting things up the other part.
Oh, yeah. Mhm.
Yeah. Why
Yeah.
is this happening?
10 out of 10. Mhm.
Yeah. So
I'm taking off the Viking hat. I'm ready to use this.
you made a mistake.
Mhm.
I thought you were going to go into how your descendants were Vikings.
Well, they are. Need to know basis.
Oh, yeah, as you can clearly see.
Yeah.
Mhm.
Bye-bye.
So Julian got a yeast infection this week.
Oh, what? No, that was like months
Yeah.
ago.
Oh, months ago.
Yeah.
This has gone on since July.
Mhm.
He's totally fine.
Mhm.
He's not like
Was
But
totally
the doctor
fine.
said, just to be sure, not that you need it, let's use a
It's
camera.
not the doctor's fault. It was Julian's.
Yeah.
Julian was very nervous.
Yeah. But I mean, also at the same time, though, like he didn't really mention any, possible,
Side effects like,
yeah. Mhm.
Having a catheter afterwards.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Mhm. Like on the same day as a procedure.
It's just not natural.
was
Yeah.
that, did they sedate you when they put the catheter?
Well, they put some gel, numbing cream or whatever.
Oh my goodness.
They
Down
did.
it.
Yeah. Then they did the exact same
Shot
thing.
it in. Boom.
Mhm. Yeah.
So that hurt.
Oh yeah. They were like, well, you'll feel a slight pinch.
A little pinch, a little discomfort.
Yeah.
That's how they said it when we got an epidural as well, but it was worth it,
Mhm.
I didn't have a problem with it. Well, I had a problem
I
with the epidural.
did. Everyone does, but you're in so much pain. You're like, thank you. I'll take that and like it.
Mhm.
So, do you think they can hear us?
Yeah, that's a good question.
They're not really doing comments this time.
I'm gonna hang on. Just turn it all the way up, just in case. Oh, this isn't mine. No. Sometimes I do this and then a bunch of people come in. Sometimes they don't. On this one though,
Which one's that? YouTube?
that's Face. Oh no, it's YouTube.
That's YouTube.
Facebook's on this one.
All right, so you're the questionnaire person. So what do you ask?
Well, Karen has a love-hate relationship with Facebook.
Yes.
She used to have a huge following, and then they put her in Facebook jail.
Jail. I'm really not allowed to
Post anything.
No, they've turned me off after 2015.
Oh, is
Yeah.
that the same thing as YouTube jail or?
Pretty much, I think.
I
so.
didn't know YouTube had a jail.
Oh yeah. Well, I mean, it's just basically you're getting demonetized kind of left and right. Having sub bots,
Yeah.
trying to report your channel and everything.
Yeah.
So not even a real
Absolutely.
person.
Oh
just,
yeah.
just algorithms. out
Yeah,
there.
just the algorithms so shitty that any pretty much anything can get your channel thrown out the window. And
Hey,
all
there's
that.
Kirby. Hi,
Hi,
Kirby.
Kirby.
How you doing?
Where's those numbers from last time? I'm dancing
Facebook,
with
well, we're late.
myself.
Oh, those numbers might have just been a timer.
Kirby, did you
Oh, I don't think so.
No,
I
it's
tried to divide it.
Yeah.
did you see that porcupine eating a pumpkin video? They make the cutest little noise. It's unbelievable, like a little cartoon character.
Wow.
Yeah.
Yeah,
This is amazing.
yeah, this is great.
All right then.
All right, yeah, Jules, come on, man.
Oh.
But do you have to ask questions? What kind of host are you?
Oh, Well, I don't know. Kirby joined. Can you talk to us? See, this is what I do every time. You hate when I do this.
Right? No.
Because Karen could do some numerology. That's what she wanted to do.
I wanted to do numerology, but I can do anybody's. And
So if you have a question,
if
I'm
you have a
very
question,
uncomfortable
you
right
know
now.
why.
Oh,
Oh, well,
Because
what do you want to do?
cry.
Oh,
Nah,
my baby.
not just kidding. It's yeah.
wait. So once it's in there, does it take a while for you to get used to it being in there, or is it
Oh, I
still
mean-
really
Never get
uncomfortable?
used to it.
Yeah, no, I don't think you never
get
really get
used
used
to
to it, but it's like the first few days, yeah, it was more like muscle spasms and all that. They seem to have calmed down. Now it's
Okay.
just more like kind of itches a little bit.
Right.
Yeah.
Yikes.
Oh yeah. I highly recommend. Mhm.
But
All
yeah,
right.
at 21.
Yeah.
Okay, so what do you want to ask us, Kim?
What do I want to ask?
If we get
So okay, this week I've posted some stuff, but I put it on the wrong branch, so I'm gonna get that fixed tomorrow. But I've been like a little depressed about my son, well, a lot depressed. So that's kind of been bothering me, just this time of year, and he was alive this time of year last year,
driving,
Yeah. I put up that video of him singing his Christmas song that he wrote. So cute.
awesome.
Yeah, he looked totally healthy and fine.
He was.
I
And
know.
that's, yeah. I don't think people should take. I think the doctor blew it pretty good, but I don't want to talk about it. It's too depressing. So.
Yeah.
You asked me what was going on in my mind.
Sorry, so that's interesting. So
No,
These doctors
it's
are telling you.
hard. It's hard because you can't go back in time and change anything. It is what it is now.
we did everything we could do.
Yeah.
We were there.
It just
Not much we
I
can
have
do.
that, that feeling of my tummy, like that pit in my stomach, and it sucks.
It is. I don't know what
Yeah.
to say. I just meh. Yikes.
Yeah, Kirby's a trooper.
Kirby. All right, we better start
I-
talking about politics or something like that. I'll go quit.
Buy water.
Buy water.
Great
All right,
value.
well, it's very boring.
Mhm.
So we were looking at what were we looking at today?
Well,
A bunch of stuff.
okay, let's talk about immigration. How about that?
That's fine.
Yeah, immigration that's been used against the public for a long time, but like really bad in the last 30 years or so. They've been telling
They've
us
been messing with people since.
forever, but what I mean is that, like when Ronald Reagan, he didn't do amnesty, by the way, went to the House and Senate, then he brought it into law to allow the immigrants that were in the shadows to come out and to get green cards and be able to work in this country, because coming from California, it was just too hurtful for him to forget these people. He felt like these people love our country so much, they should have a chance. And I don't care how they got here. They're here and they're thriving here and they help us. And so he let them in. And I was really hoping that since kind of Trump was trying to do a Ronald Reagan, I thought he would at least take up this cause eventually. I know he's been screwing everybody over and really hurting the Hispanic communities up to now, but I thought maybe he would get it together, surprise all of us, and pass comprehensive immigration reform.
Matt Archuleta.
Hi, I'm Matt Archuleta.
You remember?
Yeah, I
high school?
remember him, wrestler,
Yeah.
good wrestler. So anyway, I think they need to just stop with the hatred and start recognizing that these good people are not going anywhere. They've been here for 30, 40, 50 years. They're going to stay. They've made their
You were
place.
here before we were here.
Yeah, I know. And I think it was 1833 when Mexico lost the territory. I'm not going to probably hit a big state, but Nevada, Arizona, who else? There was a lot of them.
California?
Mexico, California, and in the Treaty of Hidalgo, whatever. Sorry, I'm not up on
Portugal's.
everything. They lost all their territory. They lost a huge amount of territory. So Nevada was theirs until 1833. Of course, it was the Spaniards first, but then they beat the Spaniards to get them out of their country, got this land back, and then they lost it again.
The
And then
Spaniards were a bunch of assholes.
Yeah, they were.
Yeah.
I mean, I don't think the English or any other. The English were out here doing all sorts of tomfoolery. Yeah, that is just, it's kind of outrageous what happened. But I really did think that maybe Trump would surprise us and do the right thing. But I don't know. I don't know if it's just the everyday, day to day working in DC, being possibly an outsider, and remember, you've got people that have been in place in the administration, not that administration, but every administration for years and years and years. So even though presidents come and go, the staff stays there like for a long, long time. So they know the ins and outs. So I don't know. So what was I trying to say?
I think it was ridiculous when he was saying we're going to build a 50-foot wall.
Yeah, Billy gave that up.
Only on one side, not on the other side of the country.
Just our side, right? And California told them no.
Mhm.
The federal courts in California
Uh-huh.
said that's not happening.
Okay.
So that's not happening there. And that's a lost cause. Stop blaming America's problems on a few immigrants. 11 million out of 230 million people in America, 320 million people in America. Don't blame the 11 million people that mow our lawns and help us with our family. They do all sorts of wonderful things. You guys think any of us would have a front yard without them, or be able to take care of our kids and stuff? They've been there for us forever, and it's time for us to stand up to them,
For them.
to them, for them,
With them.
all of it. It just has to happen. So what's up?
Yeah, I mean, I'm kind of surprised that you were surprised that he didn't do anything to, about
Yeah.
immigration and all that.
Okay, and yeah, I know because 2009. Let me tell you something. 2009, the Obama administration, where I worked so hard to get this man elected, thinking that he was going to solve all our problems. 2009, when he took office, to 2011, he had a majority in the House, could pass anything. A super majority in the Senate can pass anything. And he was a Democratic president. So in 2009, Nancy Pelosi in the House of Representatives put together a bill of immigration, a Democratic bill of immigration, that we could have finally got everybody legal. That's what we worked for. We didn't do all this for nothing. That was what we worked for. And so what happened? They got it passed in the House, and he had those 2 years of the majority, and they could have picked it up, and they could have passed it in the Senate, and it could have become law. None of this would be happening today if that happens. I'm a little salty about that. So it's like you have it. So now if we just vote blue for whoever who, do you know what happens once they get there? They have like a rule book, or there's a mediocrity limit they're allowed to attain there. And I think they enjoy DACA and enjoyed checking these people
What's
out.
DACA?
DACA is the Deferred Action of Children, Childhood Arrivals. People who had been born and taken across this country. I mean, been here, known nothing else. Just like we were born, in the East Coast,
Uh-huh.
came here 3 months after we were born to Nevada, and then we get sent back to West Virginia. We wouldn't know what the heck to do there. We'd be a mess. And at least I think they speak somewhat English, so it would be a mess. So it concerns me when they think that the answer is just we have to have all Democrats because the Republicans are nuts, and the Republicans think the Democrats are nuts, and we're not going to get anywhere with this kind of idea that one side is going to save us. Also, I'd like to talk about what Julian and we looked
Yeah.
at the Nevada
Julian playing
Constitution.
games.
Oh, no, yeah. Let my boss know what's up. Yeah.
Your boss?
The
Oh.
boss. The boss.
Oh yeah, because for some reason, I'm like been trying to clock in for about 2 days, but it's telling me you're fired or something like that.
Oh,
Yeah, I don't know
the
what's.
plane.
Yeah, we'll
I'll
get
be
it sorted
here.
out.
We'll figure out that we're actually here in the same house together, so it's okay. But see, let me tell you something about all you people out there who are thinking too much about socialism. Okay, socialism. Okay, when we came to America, we lived under a unitary system of government.
Unitarian.
Unitary, yeah, Unitarian. And that is what they have in France and basically all of the countries on over there. They basically have a centralized government who gives to the people. They are the authorities. And anything below them are creatures of this unitary government. And that's what we had under the reign as we were colonists in America. That went on for a long time. People weren't allowed to own guns and stuff like that. Especially when they thought that we were going to take over our own country. So you didn't have any guns. So that was a huge thing to be able to put a militia together and get rid of the English, whatever you call them. What would you call those guys? The English army. I don't know if they are.
The Redcoats?
The redcoats. Yeah, we got to get rid of the redcoats. So, so Unitarian government is basically if you have state governments, local governments, like in England, Parliament and all that, in a unitary government, everything is at the top. Those people own the whole entire government. And that means if they want to get rid of parliaments, they want to get rid of everything. They can get rid of every office and start over. That means those people at the top that we don't trust, they would be in charge of everything, which they pretty much are. But if we knew better about things, we would know that they don't have the final say at all. There are checks and balances. After we got our independence, they tried to have a confederacy government here. What did they want? They cared about their states.
Who tried
interests.
to? George Washington?
I guess so.
He was the only
Articles.
one that was unanimously elected.
I can believe it. But so anyway, no, the Articles of Confederation. Who was in that? Was that George Washington and all those guys?
Aren't you
people.
You're not talking
Are-
about the South?
No, I'm talking about Articles of the Confederation. We started out with a Confederation.
I'm gonna get my.
Kim sported left, but so.
I'm
Anyway.
gonna look it up. Oh,
No,
there's
it
Mackenzie's. Mackenzie's on.
Okay. Okay, so anyway, Articles of Confederation means that the states really wanted to keep their power. It was basically the states were the colonies, and they united as the colonies, 13 original colonies. They wanted to keep their states strong, and they wanted to do all the law and all this. they decided they should have a federal government as well, but that was a creature of the states. The idea of a federal government,
1781.
and the Confederation was the one that gave.
That was the
Whatever.
original Constitution.
It was the first article of Confederation.
Yeah.
They
It was
just,
before the Constitution.
yeah. So what happened is eventually, I think it was kind of a false flag attack. That's something we have to worry about because basically the strong states had a good pimp hand at the time, and they were able
Did you say
to.
pimp?
Yeah, they had their pimp hand strong at the time. I don't know. That's a word people use when
Pimp
they say.
hand?
Oh yeah,
I'll forget about it.
I don't know what that means.
Okay, it just
it might be a
means
bit of
that
an inside joke, but
the states wanted to keep their power. They reluctantly gave federal power. They all paid certain taxes to the national government just to keep them in place. But the things that ruined the Confederacy was the fact that most states did not pay the federal government what they asked for. And
We're
had-
losing them all. We're losing them.
they all left.
I'm falling asleep.
Well, I don't know what to tell you. I could
How
do
about
them
Betty
all.
White?
Joanne, what about Betty White?
oh,
Sucks.
That was ridiculous. Where they
that's quite
did
the
a.
transition.
I know, huh? No, I'm just saying this false news because there was another one, the fake news
Yeah.
stations or whatever. I'm a journalist and I'm not used to people being so outrageous.
Uh-huh.
And they said one of them was that all 12 people, Democrats, all had a heart attack, and the only one left standing was Hillary.
Oh,
I'm like, what are the odds of that? Oh
Oh.
my god!
oh yeah.
And then my roommate had to point out it says fake news.
Yeah, well, you did something the other day. You put something up, and your scores was Joe's.
Oh, well, the Betty White one?
No, the source on that one thing I showed you.
Did I
that
put
you
up?
did.
Oh, you mean the one with the woman being thrown over the border or something?
Yeah. the
Yeah.
one
Oh,
that-
yeah, that everybody was talking about.
Okay, there's a picture of some woman being thrown back on
over,
the
yeah.
border. And she's
Oh,
pregnant.
I didn't think it
and
was.
She was pregnant. And they wanted her not to have a baby on our thing, so they threw her 50 feet in the air, back over the wall. Okay.
Did
I
you
think
see how
that-
many people looked at that?
Yeah, but you know what the funny thing is? It was from The Onion.
Well,
The Onion. The Onion is a funny news. It's the funniest thing. I don't know if it's still up.
Oh,
and
it's a
running.
fake news
So
channel.
wait, was
It's a
the
fake,
was
very
the
fake. At least they said.
the naked nipple thing a fake one too?
Oh, I didn't see that. I don't know what that means.
They said 4 states outlawed. I mean, where you could go topless, including Utah.
Yeah, I think that might have been true, but I don't know if it was true. Or not. But why not?
They said
I mean,
the U.S. Supreme Court ratified.
But the
Some-
ERA.
No,
No.
the Supreme Court.
Do you know there's still states out there that have not ratified the ERA amendment?
It hasn't ever been done.
Yeah, it was ratified as like a ceremony, I believe, in Nevada in 2017. Like
2017. Jesus.
100 years later, or whatever they started.
I mean, we
don't
didn't
know.
even get to vote until
Probably
1821 or something. I
was
don't
it
know.
like 1917 or 19?
Oh, women.
Yeah, we were actually in like 1914. We actually Nevada adopted that we could vote in Nevada
Wait, women can vote.
in 5 years. Jillian's wondering if women can vote. It's a good
Do you know
question.
the first state that allowed women to vote was Wyoming,
Really?
and it was the prostitutes that got it. They got all the men to vote for it.
Yeah.
Yeah,
Yeah, why not? You get
they said, "Yeah, give us the vote, and then we'll vote you sheriff or whatever." And they're like,
well, that makes sense.
"Ooh,
Yeah.
I could go for some of that.
It certainly is interesting.
yeah, I'm gonna look at that shirtless thing." So the Onion, huh?
Yeah, the
Oh, yeah.
it's so funny. Okay, so
So, but I'm just looking up if the shirtless women thing is real. Just such a sucker. Women, Supreme Court.
Hey, is there one person watching this or no one?
I might be one over
I
there.
see a one.
There's that one guy standing in the corner over there.
Top.
Okay, all right. Let's see. Topless women win big as Colorado City drops ban NBC News. That's real then, right?
Probably. Why wouldn't they let them? Who the hell would do this? I don't know. I mean, that looks like
It
a
should-
dude, by the way. Oh, I guess it's a woman.
Because she wants her tan to be even. That's why.
Okay. Who cares? I mean, who cares, really?
Okay.
You should
Doesn't
have
matter.
heard them fighting on my thing about it.
On what?
On my because I posted this thing on my account on
Yeah.
Facebook, and these people were like, "I don't want to see your titties. I don't want to see your nipples."
But they see guys, and guys a lot of times have really big boobies and nipples.
Yeah,
I really could care
Julie
less
was
either
down
way.
for one.
I got me.
But I think that it really doesn't matter. It doesn't matter. Who cares? I don't care. As Poppy would say, and Poppy passed
knows.
away he was born in 1898. My son's great grandfather died at 102 and a half. He lived that long by two things. He lived that long by
Going
knowing.
shirtless.
No. First of all, whatever happened, any ailment he got, including being bit by a raccoon, he put
Oh, yeah.
Vicks vapor rub on everything.
Big
If he had a
fan.
problem, Vicks vapor rub was his cure all for everything. And the second
Who's the
thing
one
he
that
said,
did the Windex?
no, that was
A
a
movie?
my fat Greek wedding.
Oh, okay.
A
Oh.
big fat Greek
Yeah,
wedding.
yeah.
And then the
Who
next
can that
one.
I got it.
Then the next thing he had said is, when people would say, I can't believe somebody did that.
How?
Oh, look at somebody.
Aren't
Ooh,
you
nice.
hot? Look at you, beautiful.
Yeah.
All right, come on
We
over
need some
here.
life.
Yeah.
We're boring them.
I'm super
Yeah.
You
excited.
look beautiful.
Thank
Well,
you. I'm
by
gonna
the-
take off my shoes right now.
Well,
Oh, are we on?
Yeah. Mackenzie.
We're all alone. There's no one here.
Oh.
Besides.
You know what? I'm just gonna.
Yeah, there's.
I don't even. Guys. Oh, where's
Yeah, Mackenzie's gonna.
Julian?
Oh, here.
All right, don't go
Yeah,
too
yeah.
far, please. Come on, guys.
There's a little
There's
stool.
a stool. This works. This is cute, guys. I'm so sorry, guys. Shh.
That
Really?
doesn't quite- We're so
Bad at
boring
this.
today.
You're boring. Okay, so have we talked about the homeless thing in Las Vegas?
No,
yet?
I think we should start over. Nobody
So-
likes us. There's no one here.
Well, I'm
Your
just
sister showed up.
my sister. Hey, Kirby!
She's
Shout
gone.
out! Woo!
She
She's
quit.
gone.
I think we should
Oh, she's
start
gone.
over.
Karen
Yeah,
started
really
going
do.
into the Articles of Confederation. And
Oh no. Okay.
Oh.
So can we keep going?
yeah.
Wait, where's Kimmy at? Oh, there she
Oh,
is.
yeah.
Okay. Julian, you're gonna be covered on this one.
That's cool.
He's over there.
Okay.
Just
Yeah.
on
Right.
that one. He's on YouTube.
Okay.
Oh,
So
I see.
one thing, I was thinking a lot about this, and I think this is a great topic for all of us to talk about because homelessness in Las Vegas and everywhere, but they passed a bill to make homelessness actually a crime. Now, they didn't do this without doing something first to,
Don't feed the homeless.
that
was a law that Mayor Goodman
And they
did.
push them along. They don't even let them sleep anymore.
What did they?
no, they can't be laying down or asleep anywhere, for them to not be,
It'd be
for
nuts
it not to be a
arrested, right?
crime.
Yeah, it's better to be arrested.
Yeah, well, they're doing this thing called the First Housing Act. Have you guys heard of it?
No.
So basically, what they're saying, sorry, looking that way. So
Why
basically,
don't you sit by Kimmy? What's happening?
I'm empty this
why don't I sit by Kimmy?
Oh, I don't know what's happening here.
I can.
No, it's fine. You're doing good.
Okay. So basically, what the first housing act is what they want to do is they want to give all homeless people a house first before even drug addicts. You don't have to get off the drugs. You don't have to do this. You don't have to do that. They found, and they've done a lot of testing on it, that if they give them a house first and give them something their own, then
Is it one of those like Ahern things?
it's like a Section 8. It's kind of like Section 8.
Not those cube things. You know what I'm talking
Yeah,
about.
I know what you're talking about. I don't know if it's
I thought I
they
heard
want to
something
do
about
that too. So what she's talking about is the big, huge storage bins. You know, like the big metal ones that
Yeah.
they stack
Oh,
on
the
top of
ocean.
each other. Yeah, that's what they want to do with that. But
You can't just get that. You get
the toilet.
electricity and do a lot of
Yeah.
stuff.
and then with the feeding the homeless, like you said, see, I like this topic because working at 7-Eleven, I get to deal with a lot of homeless people. And being in recovery, I've seen, I've seen them go through the drug addiction phase and then get better. But at my store, what we used to do is, we haven't changed our outside trashes in months, because we have people that do it for us. They want to take out, they even come and ask my boss, hey, can I take out the trash and you give me a write-off? And my boss is all for it. He thinks it's wonderful. It's a great idea.
What do you mean by write-off?
Write-offs are basically the food in the store that has the best buy date, like donuts. It says they're best we date them for 31 days. They don't go bad and they won't hurt you if you eat them past that 31 days. Stuff like that. The sandwiches as well. Just any kind of write-offs, really. Just food
I'm not
you can't
laughing
sell.
at you. I'm laughing at the Articles of Confederation.
That's what you do. Oh my goodness. How can we get Kirby back?
Some
Guys,
other-
I'm so sorry.
We need
I'm
her.
sorry.
Is anybody here?
I started off by saying I'm so
What happened?
depressed.
Oh,
over my
yeah, it's
son.
Oh.
Yeah, we need some energy. Sorry.
Yeah,
Oh, well, last week I came from a funeral, and today I'm coming from a
A
wedding.
wedding.
So busy lady.
I usually 2 more weddings.
Yeah.
3 weddings.
Yeah.
4 weddings.
Heard it through the grapevine.
The
All right. So the housing.
housing, yeah. So they want to basically give every homeless person a home, a house. So if they see that if you give them something that's their own, better than a recovery house, or say you have to quit drugs. Aside from that, honestly, the drug addicts and stuff, or the alcoholics, I don't feel that they're the ones you see on the street. Okay, they're there. We know that they're an issue, and we want to help them. It's the ones that are in the way back in the deserts, the old women that are in wheelchairs, the men that can't move. It's the ones you don't see that I feel like our focus should be mainly on. Because I have a friend that has 2 recovery homes. They own them, and they used to come take boxes of write-offs from us each week, and then take them out into the desert, go on Facebook Live with their kids because they're showing their kids, to help and to do better with
that's
others.
awesome.
Yeah, but they'll go on Facebook Live and they'll meet all these people in the desert, the ones you don't see on the side of the street that aren't panhandling, veterans that just can't move and can't go through the many hoops you have to jump through to get any kind of aid, So there's that. Along with, what do you guys think is, what does a homeless person have to do to get anything from you guys? What do you do? Do you give them anything?
yeah.
Do you?
Yeah. If I have food, I'll give them food.
If they walk by our car, we'll give them money.
Yeah.
This one guy was great. He was by Sprouts, and he was the guy who's kind of limping, and he had his Windex and one piece of paper
To wipe your windows?
and he wanted he was asking if he could wash our windows, and I said absolutely.
Would you give
And
20?
yeah,
I knew it.
You know
I
her.
gave him $20, and we really don't have $20 to be giving away, so that's. But you know what I liked about him? His inspiration. He goes, I'm going to use this for my health card. He goes, this is so awesome.
So you can work.
And
you
now,
need it.
so we're going to get him some more Windex and more paper towels.
You remember when they were talking on the news about, if you go downtown, like the old Moulin
Maybe
Rouge,
tell
and
Yeah.
it's all cleared out, right?
Mm-hmm.
So there's squatters there. It's like,
There was one person out there.
Squatters. No, so you know, and then on the news they're like, here, run out the squatters, get them out, like they're animals, and it's just like if nobody's using that space and they can, you know, it's freezing outside or the heat,
Yeah,
whatever.
it's sick.
Why can't they
be there?
I don't
Right,
understand.
Right.
I agree with that. I do. Now, if they're disrupting.
What was that? No, they
It
were
could be
there.
somebody trying to talk.
Oh.
I just don't know.
But yeah, what's happening?
What's up, guys? We don't know what that noise means.
Doesn't mean let me in.
Here, hit that.
Hit
Say
what?
what?
I don't know. Just write something down in the bottom where the gratitude symbol is.
Is anybody out there?
That's not how you spell guys.
What does it say? Up there? Live.
Live 3552. So one thing with me, I always have water in my car. It's either I have like 4 new
You
bottles
know
that I
that.
haven't even
Do you
opened.
know that that's on too, and that's on YouTube.
This is such an awkward.
Yeah, I know. Put them both over there or something.
You wanna? Okay, so let's do this.
I mean,
Sorry, guys, we're gonna rearrange. Just keep listening. I'm so sorry. We're trying to
don't worry.
better our situation at the moment.
Throw that person away. They're coming back to the chamber.
Hold on, guys. We're trying to make this.
No,
Don't
No.
show her. Oh,
no.
you got a comment about
What? My
About your
belly? Oh, what?
your swashbuckler belt.
Okay,
Yeah.
how's that on this side? Can I sit over here and
Yeah,
squeeze
yeah.
next to my sisters?
I think people are trying to say stuff.
I think people are trying to say stuff.
Say
Well,
I
what's
can't
happening?
see. I can't see what anyone's writing, guys.
I don't see
Oh, we
anything.
But I hear everything. We're new to this. We're trying.
Okay, somebody's angry and wants to say something.
Someone wants to talk, but I'm not
Well,
entirely
what
sure.
does it say at the bottom?
Don't hit end.
I'm not going to. It says
But go to the top one on the left. It keeps like breathing at
breathing
What
at
do
us.
you mean to the left?
It's top left.
You mean
The-
live TV?
Yeah. Just see what happens.
Is live
Oh,
now.
Click it.
Yeah,
Click
way
it.
up in the top left.
The orange, live.
Yeah, the live.
Oh, the live. Okay. Clicking that. Nothing's happening.
What does it say?
Live 37:27. It's just saying the time of how long we've been live.
Oh my God.
Okay. All right.
No, the way I'm sitting.
Wait.
No.
Better?
Yeah, what the fuck? I hate that.
Okay. Hold on. There. Is that better?
Yeah, you have to do that. to
Ew,
me,
I look
Brian.
fat now. Okay. Sorry, guys. All right. And then the other topic. This is
I don't want this.
This is a lot.
Wait, I want to say something else about the homeless. Because
okay.
they had, over by the Salvation Army, they had like a tent city.
Yeah, they do. They have Tent City, and it's still there.
Oh, is it still there?
It's still
And
there.
I heard that they
Yeah.
made them all
That's
get up and leave.
They were supposed to. I don't know if a lot of them just ended up coming back, but I'm sure, honestly, a lot of these people are thinking, you know what, go ahead and take me away, because at least in jail they have 3 meals and a bed, and they're out of the elements.
Right,
Which it's nice right now during the day, but at night I'm sure it gets really cold.
right.
Um,
Yeah, they had like last year. Remember, it was freezing.
Yeah.
below freezing. At least one night, and they ran out of places for people to sleep, so they had to lay them on the concrete by Salvation Army, and I think they got one blanket and space heaters.
Jesus Christ.
I know. I mean, they're treating people like that.
like they're animals.
Yeah,
It's ridiculous.
but they'll treat an animal better than they will a human being.
Yeah, because that new bill just got passed, which I'm super excited about. That animal cruelty is now a felony offense, guys. So
Yeah.
for
Oh, yes.
those people who are abusive to their animals, you're screwed now.
But
dude.
it's a misdemeanor
Oh, no.
to beat up your wife.
See, it is weird. I'm happy about the animals, but at the same time, you're right, what you said, but it's just a misdemeanor if you beat your wife as well. The system
That is
is
so
slowly.
They were actually trying to make it a felony if it wasn't already for women, abusive women too,
Yeah.
or anybody, spouses in general.
Yeah. And then again about the homelessness, I want to say something. I know I have a lot of friends. And I say friends because I know these people. They come into my store all the time. I've grown to love them. They also check on me. There's been quite a few times when I'm in the store and the 2 people who are homeless, It's a man and a woman, and I'm not gonna, name drop or anything. I absolutely love them, and they work for everything they get, but they also protect us. And if someone gets out the door, they know I cannot leave the store. It's frowned upon. I will get in trouble if I chase someone out the door. So she does.
Why would you chase?
Why would you?
Why would I? Well,
You don't get paid enough.
you're right. I don't get paid enough.
If they steal?
Because the thing that makes me so mad.
Hey, Chris.
Hey, Chris.
Hey, Chris. The thing that makes me so mad is that at my store, everyone knows. At least at my store, not every store is like this, and not everybody is like this. But at my store, ask me. Any one of our employees will buy you something. If you're hungry, talk to us. We will write off a hot dog right there off the grill. Whoops, it fell. Here you go, into this bun. Here you go, for you. But if they steal, that's when I get mad. And I kind of have that reputation at my store. Like, if you need anything, you ask me, and I will help you. And then we have one guy who actually lives behind our store. His name is Red. Shout out to Red. He can't watch this because, he's sitting behind my store right now, probably trying to keep warm. But he's awesome too. And when there are sketchy people in the store at night and I'm working till 10 p.m. or the graveyard shift for that matter, he comes in and he'll hang out for like an hour, at a time and just sit in the gaming area. And if people come in and mess with me, he's like, you got to go, get out. And, so it's nice because we do have a bunch of girls that work there. So it's nice to have the people who are actually trying to watch out for us and take care of us. I love the signs that are like, I'm not going to lie, I just want to get high. And it's like, you need to go downtown to Fremont for that because no one's going to care over here. But I love your honesty. Thank you. At least you're honest. But I'll try to give people water. If I have food, I'll give them food. And so many.
What about going to the bathroom? Do you see all the places that lock up their bathrooms and their water?
Oh, that's ridiculous. Yeah, that's insane. And that's not cool.
Don't feed the homeless. I'm not saying
Wow, Karen.
Yeah, any kind of God that you might believe in, that's not the right way to go. Treat people that are having a bad time in a bad way. That's not good at all. I say that's not good. Anybody second?
No, all I heard was don't feed the homeless. Wasn't that?
I'll second that. I can
Wasn't
understand
the
parts
first
of the
Mayor
right spot.
Goodman is the one that came up with the don't if you help them, you're going to get in trouble.
Yeah, he was going to make a law, but
He didn't though.
I think he attempted. I think they either passed it and got rid of it immediately, or not, because that is not why we're here. We're here to help each other, not to laugh and have a funny joke by the misery of others.
Right.
And so,
I just like if they're supposed to just move along all the time, where are they moving along to?
They're just nomads. At that point, you're making them nomads. And then, you have certain people that are so far gone, and it's not even from alcohol or drugs.
No,
they are so far gone from heat exhaustion, from lack of nutrition.
yeah.
There was this one guy at a homeless shelter, and I don't know his name, honestly. I was kind of scared to talk to him. Some of these people, I'm not gonna lie, dude, they're intimidating. And all he spoken was numbers. And when I say that, I mean 33344444422, 33334999666. He just did that over and over and over again. And there's something going on up here.
Yeah.
But because he has no health insurance, no job, people don't even care to figure out how it is that he got there or what kind of help he needs.
Right.
And he's one of those where you've seen him at the shelter for years, and he does it, and at the shelter they have rules. You have to be out from 5 a.m. till 5 p.m. You can't come back.
Right.
You have to get out.
They kick him out at 5 a.m.
5 a.m. They
That
kick
was
you out, and
ridiculous.
you have to go out and do something for 12 hours, and then you can come back to eat at 5 and shower and sleep. So that's basically all it's there for. But when I was in that Leader of the Program or Leader of the Future program that we were talking about last week, where I did get to meet all 4 candidates and Obama and stuff, we also did this thing and Harry Reid was there. Speaking of, she knows Harry Reid. I got to meet him as well. He was with our group, and he made us all dress up. We all dressed up like we're homeless, and we went to a homeless shelter, and we had to live the way they lived.
Wow.
And then after that experience, he took us out to the park, and we had tampons, we had socks, we had hairbrushes, we had toothbrushes, just those little things. handing out the pads to the women who had no kind of
Yeah, don't even think about that.
menstrual, napkin, nothing. Like, can you imagine being a female and going through a heavy cycle or any kind of cycle? Sorry, men, viewers, I apologize for this grossness, but just imagine of how they have to be and figure out how to not
manage
bleed
that.
everywhere.
Well, and especially when they're not even letting them use the bathrooms. You can't even use toilet.
Joe's like,
Yeah.
Matt.
All right, check.
Well, you realize that they don't have a tax on tampons anymore.
Thank God. They are expensive as it is. I'm sorry. Tampons are highly priced for.
Well, they should do the same with diapers.
They really
They should
should.
do that the same for adult diapers. They should do that for Viagra.
Yeah.
For what?
Viagra.
Viagra. Whoa.
Just kidding.
There would be a lot less grumpy old men walking around, let me tell you.
They'd be packing more though.
What's the weirdest story you guys have for meeting and make it a positive one if you can, of meeting someone homeless? Just a funny story, whether it be a sign or an interaction, how you help them, or if you guys have become friends with, or anything like that. I have a really good one, but I'm gonna wait.
Joel, tell them about when we went to the Mexican restaurant. The one we always go to.
Oh,
Lean back and get in the camera
The
too.
camera
Yeah.
not in it. Or turn the camera to you.
Use a catheter.
Oh, just
yeah.
kidding.
There he
Okay, just
is.
kidding. There he is.
Howdy.
Hi, tell me your story.
Yeah. So we went to go get some Mexican food a couple years ago, and this homeless guy, he was I think he looked at our car, we didn't notice him at first, and then we kind of looked back, and then by that time he sort of looked away, and then we saw that he was going for the trash, get some out of there, and we were like, nope, and then I forgot if it was me or I think there was another person who was with us in the car.
No,
But,
it's me and you.
Oh, okay. Yeah, no, then it was just me. Yeah, I ran over there and gave him $5 or something like that.
I think you get more, but the point was the guy was going to eat out of the garbage can.
Oh yeah.
But instead, he
It's getting low in the
Julian
battery.
said stop and gave him money so he could get food. Instead of eating out of the garbage can, that was bad news. So at least that would shock a lot of people into stopping somebody from eating garbage. So Julian gave him money, of course. We always do that.
Mm-hmm.
It always pays back. God is good.
Yeah.
Yes. Threefold. It'll
Yeah.
always come back to you when you pay it forward.
Except for this week. Yeah.
Except for this week with Joel too.
Aww.
Yeah.
Can
Well,
I ask what happened or later?
What?
What happened? Because you said this week, except for
Oh,
this week.
because it's catheter. Because
Oh,
yeah, or what? What is it?
I think it's called the cystoscopy.
So-
Mhm.
Whatever it was.
Yeah.
This procedure that they went into is
Mm.
Rainy and took a camera.
Took a picture.
Put
Kimmy,
a camera.
stop laughing. That's rude.
Said it's more, as Julian says, it's more than just a little uncomfortable.
Oh yeah.
Oh, yes.
And then
I'm
the-
sorry.
You're good.
And then the funnest part was
Vintage.
that after he was done, he did pee, so he's allowed to leave. But when he got home, he couldn't pee anymore. It had swollen up. It didn't appreciate. It's not really natural to have a camera in your urethra.
Yeah.
So
I found that to be true.
Yeah. So he was at the emergency room until 3:30 in the morning. Then they had to put a catheter inside, and now he has to walk around with a catheter. He's 22 years old.
Oh, he is
Slung
22.
to his
Fine
leg until Thursday.
Oh no.
So
Yeah.
like 7 days, and
So it
then
was all swollen up on the
yeah, it's in shock.
Mm.
His body is in shock from this whole thing. So
Mhm.
That
Yeah.
hurts just thinking about it.
yeah,
You got this, Jules. You're a beast.
Yeah, thank you. Yeah. Oh, I'm halfway there.
You see how he moves? He's like,
Yeah, he's like, oh
10.
no. Sad. What about you, Kimmy?
what's my story?
Yeah.
All I can think of is, when we on Mirage Computers, we were gonna we always did the convention, so we always made up a bunch of T-shirts, had Mirage Computers or whatever.
Mm-hmm.
So one year we had one that had like the smiley face thing,
Mm-hmm.
but we were going to hand them out to all the homeless people,
Mm-hmm.
and we weren't allowed to, even though we're giving them a clean shirt because it's like, I guess, the ethical line.
Right.
But it's a clean shirt. I don't know.
That's awesome. Did you get any weird reaction, or were they like,
Oh,
"Thanks, man"?
No, we weren't allowed to do it.
Oh,
We were told we couldn't do it.
Don't feed or clothe the homeless.
Yeah.
so stupid.
It's
Yeah.
So
ridiculous.
dumb. That's ridiculous.
They said something in politics. The only reason for poor people, or homeless people, is to scare the middle class and to keep moving, to work harder.
That's a good quote.
That really
It's
is.
true. That's all. That's the reason.
Yeah.
Because
It
no
is
matter
scary.
how hard it is, there's always something worse.
The thing that has been bothering me also, because before, first it was, well, Ronald Reagan threw everybody out of the mental institutions, and a lot of Vietnam vets and all that to fund his Star Wars program. And then that's it. No. And then no, so it was mostly Vietnam vets and without leg, what I mean? That we would see, right? That was the main ones. Which is horrible that they were treated like that. I guess it's been like that every war, but nobody gave them any publicity so much, so to speak.
Oh.
But then I started seeing like young men, and I've never seen that before, like healthy young men
Mm-hmm.
That are mentally
that are mentally,
post-traumatic stress syndrome.
PTSD. Yeah.
or
They take over the
schizophrenia or
boys.
whatever. I mean, there's some serious, I've met some people with some very serious
Yeah, and then
mental.
what about if they lose their job and they were all up on their medications?
Right.
Lose your job,
Right.
you don't have insurance,
Right.
and then they go down the tube and they have a real physical, mental condition that has to be treated. And so many people end up homeless because of that.
Yeah.
How many people
Yeah,
end up
and
in
how
jail?
can they even like figure out what to do to even find food or whatever?
Mm-hmm.
I mean, how many people do you think die every day here?
Oh, you see that.
Oh yeah.
They're so skinny and so malnourished and stuff like that. Yeah, probably people are dying every day. A lot of people. They thought when we were at the hospital with Julian. This homeless person came in. When they come into the hospital, of course they probably need fluids, they need food,
Yeah.
stuff like that. The security threw them out.
Oh wow.
They're just disgusting
Yeah.
because they're on the edge. They go to the hospital, they're probably really sick. That is just so uncool, so un-Christian, so un-Jewish, just so,
So unmoral,
yeah, it
which
just-
means any religion. It's unmoral.
or not even religion, any kind of moral code.
Yeah.
There's just no moral code there.
Yeah.
This earth is hard to live on, and we need to stick together, all of us, because this is not an easy little place to be.
No.
It's not. We mind our own business, having a good time. Came down here and shit hit the fan. The vibration is very, very low for us here.
Yeah. That's true.
So
The vibration.
yeah, the vibration.
I thought it speeded up.
No, we're in third dimension reality here. And it's very, very slow and it's very bleak. The newborn baby has been loved and is living in this perfect vibration. Come down the chute, and if they don't have a mother that instantly bonds with them and loves them, their whole insides are destroyed because they just came from bliss into this. And it's not simple. It's not easy. That's why Beanie, your daughter, is such a great mom. She's just always giving the love out. That's all about.
Mm.
Babies need to be loved all the time, every minute of the day.
Yes.
And so I think about all those people that end up in the street. what did they go through? I think of all the people in jail. What did they go through? The system is set up for a certain amount of people to be completely screwed.
Yeah,
You know
that's
what
true.
I mean? And foster care, oh my God. The
Yeah.
concept of foster care.
Let's not even get started
I'm
on
gonna
that,
kill
myself.
that fucking system.
So, what else?
But okay,
What's your
so
story?
okay, so I am gonna name drop this guy because I asked his permission. So, in Arizona, like 2 years ago, my ex and I lived in Arizona with our son and my sister, and I worked at Cobblestone Auto Spa. And it's like a C-store, so it's a convenience store, but we do oil and lube, we do like everything, oil changes, car washes, we did it all. And there was this guy that used to sleep out on the bench, and I was the 5-to-1, and my ex was the graveyard shift. So we would always see him and talk to him. And come to find out, after having a conversation with this guy out on my smoke break one day while he's laying on the bench out there, he was on Deadliest Catch. Like his boat sank. His boat is the one in
my
season
God.
6. He was on Deadliest Catch.
Show.
In season 6, it was his boat that sank, and all his money is gone. And then his wife divorced him and left him, and just everything, he got his whole entire life taken from him. He lived in Alaska, and he moved to Arizona because of, I don't even remember why he said he moved there, but not even his kids had known he was homeless. But he was so cool. He didn't do drugs. He didn't do any of that. He was just an older dude who always slept on the bench. And I said, do you have any experience doing anything? And he was like, well, you know, I've done mechanics on, you know, the mechanics for boats and stuff like that. And so I'm sure cars. And I was like, you know what? Let me talk to my manager. Like, let's talk to the store manager. Me and my ex pushed the store manager for a good 3 weeks. And then my store manager had a conversation with him. He is the coolest guy ever, and gave him a job.
Oh, right
And
on.
then right after that, he was still living, you know, he was washing his clothes where we all wash our service towels at in the cobblestone and stuff. So he would wash his clothes once a week when the outside boys were there, so they could take it and put them in for him. And then a little bit later, one of the managers of the oil and lube department decided, you know what? You can be my roommate.
Wow.
Be this.
Wow.
So, and then they decided, we pushed Tyler for literally like 3 weeks. We pushed him. Just talk to him. Today, he is living in a house. He is no longer homeless. From the moment he moved in with Ryan, you know, the other manager, he is no longer homeless. He is in a good relationship with a woman who I worked with at the same store.
Oh, wow.
You know, so like those are one of those things where I feel like
That's beautiful.
we changed this man's life. Like
Yeah.
we completely 180 this man's life. Is that right? 180?
Yeah.
Okay. And so
360's no good.
360.
don't
Put you right back.
Right, put you right back. Right. So like just my main thing is I don't judge a book by their cover. I don't judge them based on them being homeless or not. You really have to have a conversation with people,
Yeah.
you know? And
Well, so many people like lost things in 2008. You know?
Oh, yes, I remember that well.
Yeah. Oh, I'm sorry. I didn't mean to.
no, you're good. You're
Yeah,
good.
yeah. I'm just saying. So you could be on the top of the world with your own house and this and that, and then have nothing.
And it be ripped out from underneath you,
Yeah.
you know? And it's nice when you see stuff like that and to know that, you know, my ex and I made a difference in this man's life. Like we completely changed his life forever. And he's still there in Arizona, living
That's
happily,
That's
you know, not on the street anymore. And he was on the street for about 2 years before we came around, you know, so he has an appreciation for people as well. And, you know, there's just stuff you have to do because he would tell us, you know, oh, she hangs out with me. Because for a little bit I was like, do you have a girlfriend? Like, who's that girl that's hanging out with you all the time? And he goes, no, I look at her like my daughter. When she doesn't have a place to go and her boyfriend who's homeless too and her are fighting, I tell her to come find me so she can hang out with me for, you know? So it's just, they're not all bad and they're not, and a lot of them are not, you know? So
I don't think they are. It's bad circumstances.
exactly. And like you said, here in Las Vegas or anywhere really, you know, we don't live in Hawaii where, you know, like Bruno Mars, who was homeless in Hawaii. He was homeless in
Really?
Hawaii.
Wow.
Yes. Bruno Mars was living on
So was
beaches.
sorry.
That's
No, you're
cool.
good.
So was Jewel in Utah.
Yeah,
Yeah,
that's-
her-
and see, I love Jewel. She's the reason I wanted to learn how to play guitar, is because Jewel is amazing. So it's crazy. You never know. You never know who you're gonna meet until you have that conversation with someone, and you're just like, wow, your outside does not portray this.
So was he in the boat when it sank?
I don't think he was in the boat. I don't know,
It would've been
William.
freezing,
If
right?
you're watching, my friend, please write.
She's in one.
I'm just whichever one you're watching on. Just write in,
Does
or
he have a smartphone?
he does have a smartphone.
Isn't that funny?
Yeah, and I told him that I was doing a broadcast tonight with my sisters, and we were talking about this, and I asked his permission and said, "Can I talk about your story?" And he was like, "Yeah, of course, that's fine." I'm like, "All right," because he was in Alaska living it up, dude. Just having a great time on his boat, doing what he loves. There's nothing he wants to be on the water, and I was like, "But you're in Arizona now."
He's like you couldn't be any farther from.
Like, why? But I guess the cold, being in the elements out here is easier than being in the elements for someone with arthritis or,
Oh, yeah.
that can't take because he's an older man. Like, he's an older guy. My son calls him, and this might hurt my dad's feelings, but not really, because my son hasn't seen him in forever anyways. But my son used to call him Grandpa.
Oh.
Because he was always around. He loved Grandpa Will, and he loved my kid like his own grandchild.
Yeah.
So
Aw.
it was awesome. Yeah.
You can't have too many grandpas.
No, you can't have too many people who love you. This is how I look at it, especially with things that have happened with my ex and I in the past. The only way I look at anything now is the more people who love my child, the more people who love you, the better. Who cares if I don't get along with that one? I don't care.
Right.
As long as my son only sees love, or my family only sees love. We don't have to get along. We're the most dysfunctional functioning family on the face of this freaking planet. Not all of us get along. In fact, we are very stubborn. All of us are outspoken. And when you have too many personalities in a room like that, there's just bound for disaster, which we see all the time in our family. But we love each other. There is no, if you fall, we will talk shit to you and tell you you're stupid and get back up. Come on, here's my hand. Grab it and let's get the fuck up out of, excuse my language, guys. Let's get up out of this little ditch we're in and help each other up and move on, because that's what you do. That's as a human race. Huh?
Do you see the cousins at all?
The cousins? Like, are you talking about Lexi and
I'm talking about
those are my nephews, actually,
the
nieces.
Coon cousins.
Yeah, I see Yvette and Richie.
Okay,
I run into a vet.
I see Yvette, I see Richie, I see Shannon. Although the last time I talked to Shannon, he helped me out, and I was going through some stupid stuff. Like, I was on some stupid, idiotic stuff. So I paid him back, and everything's good now. And who else? I see Ryan, Yvette's youngest. And then Lauren, he's old, dude. He's like 19 or 20, and he's living. His girlfriend is living with them at Uncle Richard's house, and Uncle Richard is still next door to Grandma Coon's house.
Right.
That's never going to change, and I love that.
Yeah.
Although every time I go over there, I'm not going to lie, I peek over the wall, and it broke my heart to see that my dad, their pops, whatever, our dad, grew up, because he actually was born in Michigan, and then they sold their ranch in Michigan to Roy Rogers, the real Roy Rogers. Like, my dad got to ride Trigger before he died and was stuffed and put in a museum. And I have a little picture of my dad at like 4 years old aiming a gun at Roy Rogers, and Roy Rogers is like, oh my gosh. And so when they moved here, my grandma stayed in this house. Our grandma stayed in this house all the way up until, she passed away. And it's just, there was gums. I remember in the room my dad used to stay in when he was little, there was gum in the brick wall of where like he would stick all his gum and stuff. And then there was like this really crappy, it held together well, but do you remember that like tree house type thing out of wood that was in the back by the wood pile? How they made this and it was Grandpa and Uncle Richard when they were little. They made this.
Oh, was it like where she had the vegetable garden?
All the wood next to the garage.
Oh, okay.
On the left side of the garage. that wood that was in that little gated area. There was like
Yeah.
a little built like tree house looking thing, except it wasn't a tree house. It was like a little fort, and it stayed there until they sold it. But it's a really nice family that lives there now, and they take really good care of the property.
Yeah.
There was a point to that story, but I don't remember what it was, guys.
You peeking
Welcome.
Well, they had Warm Springs Ranch.
Yeah.
There, that was like 160 acres or something.
Grandma
Oh,
had
yeah.
the first
Yeah.
swimming pool in Vegas.
Yeah.
Wow.
Yeah, for
She
her
had,
divorce
what do they
days.
call it?
You had to come
That
to
dude
Nevada.
ranch.
Yeah, the dude ranch.
The dude ranch, it took 6 weeks. Or, or
Old
maybe
man
6
Jules.
All right.
months. Can we set that one?
Huh?
You just want to curl my neck. To sit like this, I don't know what to do.
Yeah.
Yeah,
Let me-
there's
Let's see.
Yeah.
All right, we're picking it up, guys. We're picking up. We're up to 57.
57.
Real quick, can you tell us how to find us? Because I have a lot of people who would love to view and think that our topics would be so much fun to listen to, but have absolutely no way of knowing how to get on to view us.
It's because
because
when it finished just last week,
And we're in for the
we had
banana.
1,400, right?
Yeah.
And and it said done, so I hit done, but it saved it to this different place. So I'm actually seeing my lady tomorrow morning.
So it's not okay. So would
So
you know how to like what would they go to? Would they go to your Facebook?
Well, it should be the one with the gratitude symbol. See how I
Yeah.
have it
Yeah.
saving to the right one this time, I think.
Okay. So
It
where
should be-
is
it
there
should
a
have it.
link or something?
It should be
So sorry, guys.
what does it say up at
It says live blogger inbox, passport photos. Oh, Facebook. You're on Facebook on this then.
Uh-huh.
Oh, this is on Facebook. Okay.
in the
Facebook.
YouTube?
Okay, and YouTube. Okay, so I'm gonna have him go to your page then.
Yeah, and just because I'm a button pusher,
You're
and I end up pushing
Buttons
the
a
wrong-
million. Okay, gotcha.
Yeah, like I made videos, but they all went to the wrong place, so I have to have her fix it.
Sorry for our little interjections here and there. Just let us get this situated real quick. I'm trying
So
to
it
find
should
this so
be-
we can all get there.
It should be facebook.com, our share space.
Okay,
/
facebook.com.
Our share space.
Okay, so I'm gonna do this really quick, guys. But our next topic is actually a real and it is so good, and I'm glad because we have 2 of each in this
Lori
room.
Yeah.
Yes,
All right.
this and it is so good, and I'm glad because we have 2 of each in
Lori
this
has a-
room.
Yeah.
Yes,
All right. I'm down with that.
I love it. Let me see. I'm trying to do this really quickly. Oh, okay. There's the last one. Okay. And then, okay, so then we'll talk about that. I'm sorry. There's a couple people that are like, please just tell me how to get on so I can watch you guys, please, because I'm
I'm
not
so
giving them
sorry.
anything useful.
It should be though at the right. It's live now.
What did Chris say?
It just says he joined, and he left.
Does it say they left? It doesn't tell us when they leave, I don't
Yeah.
think.
No, well, you
Yeah,
can't.
somebody.
We have nobody. That's all right.
Okay.
Yeah.
No, we
It'll
have
cycle
60. We
through.
have 63 people. Don't worry,
No.
guys. We'll do good.
We
We have
do?
63 people.
Yeah,
Yes,
you
we
do.
do.
Oh.
It says right here, 63.
Oh.
Wow.
Guys, see?
What about the other one?
Okay.
The other one is 1.
The other one is
What?
At the top.
1. We have 1 viewer
That's my
on YouTube.
It's probably
I
Auntie
don't know.
Jeanette.
I don't know what they're doing, but I do want to do some numerology.
So it
eventually.
says our share space, Facebook / our share space.
Yeah.
Okay.
What about numerology? Does anyone want to do
I didn't
it?
write up a cheat sheet this time.
Well, I know how to do it.
Oh, you're-
We can do that, but we have to be able to see.
You're making up a number.
No, of
I thought
course
she was
not.
like,
Of course not.
Okay, Kim, do you have a question? I can do numerology.
Nothing I can say out loud.
You don't have to. You just have to know a question.
I can't
That's
find
either
it.
Yes or
I'm
no.
having issues right now. I'm really having issues trying to get people. Okay, I'm sorry. If you guys are on here, that would be wonderful. Someone write in and tell us how you got here. So the other
So it's
topic,
not working?
I don't know. I can't find it. Like, so if you even
Oh yeah,
go to
that's
this,
my old one. That's my other. Yeah.
so do you want to go to
What
just
happened?
the internet?
Hey, look, what's that?
It is
The
a
message.
advertisement.
Oh, well. About what?
I don't know. I'm sorry.
Who is the one person who tell you that?
One, yeah, the one person on YouTube Live. Okay, but we have 71 people on this side, so let's
Okay.
focus on our Facebook friends.
Okay, can we just, do we have to have that one open anymore?
Yeah.
Right there.
YouTube.
Who's hurting
Okay.
your neck?
So
What day is today? Something's wrong with
Kirby,
me.
It's
if you're
veteran.
on here, Kirby, if
Veterans Day tomorrow.
if you're on here, you need to write in, my friend, write in, my sister, and tell us how you
Because it just
got on.
Yeah, it doesn't say anything.
It's not saying anything, and it's not telling us. So Kirby, if you're watching, I will text you right now and tell you, get back on and tell me what's going on. I need you. The sisters need you. Come on.
Hey, Kirby.
One of the other ones.
Come on, Kirby.
So, yeah, the other topic, I want to wait for just a minute and see, we're already up to like almost 80 people, guys.
see?
It's going up slowly.
Right.
I'm sorry. Apologize.
that's it.
Oh, okay. So I can just send this. Do they have to log in or can they just watch?
It should be. It should say our.
I don't know what
know
that is.
exactly. I've never been on this side of it, but that's the right one.
Paper right
So it was on.
ABCs. I'll tell you the number.
Oh,
Oh,
there we
yeah.
go. Okay. All right. Cool. All right.
So it's facebook.com / our share space.
All right. Cool.
No com after that.
Okay. I'm going to put this in. Okay, so now we can talk about, because this is the one I'm really excited for. This is the topic. Can I turn this just a little bit?
Has energy.
Okay. No,
Wait,
that's
wait,
right.
wait,
That's right.
wait.
Okay. How about that?
How
Is that
about,
good?
how about the other computer on the other side? Kind of facing Julian. I want it away from me.
Okay.
It's giving me the heebie-jeebies.
Okay, so see if we get Juliet
That's
here.
one. No, I want you to move that whole chair
Move
the other side of you.
to the other side. Okay.
But turn it some Julian's in it.
Okay, let us get situated, guys, and we will be right back here. Guys, already up to 92. No worries. Our people love us. I'm so glad we have people who love us so much.
I want to do numerology for some people.
Well, we have to first figure out how we're going to get
How
them
they
to
can-
write in.
We
'Cause-
don't know how.
Let me.
I know how.
How?
Oh, I don't know how they.
That's the point.
That's
All
what
right.
I'm saying. They can't.
Where's the comments?
We're trying. I'm going to pull this
Oh,
up.
she's gonna see if she can do it.
I'm going to see if Kirby, I'm going to call her
Or
actually.
you can do it from here, from your phone.
I can.
Try it. See
Here.
if you can do it. Doesn't seem like the comments are on there. People are popping in, but they're really not.
People are popping in.
But they're not doing anything.
Okay, so I'm trying to get on right now, you guys, because this is our second thing together. How do I click? It's not even.
What do you have to say, Juju?
We're trying to get this figured out. You guys are so awesome. And look, we still have more people coming in, just being absolutely wonderful.
I don't know.
I know we're having issues right now. So here, let me just get Kirby to do this because Kirby is
She doesn't
awesome.
know.
Kirby is tech savvy.
And Jules doesn't know how to do it either.
What's the blue thing?
No.
Green
Red thing say.
says end live video.
Yeah, that's end live
And the
video.
other one says how long we're doing it.
It's not showing us though. So
What
hold
does
on
the
one
bed
second.
log say at the bottom?
That is how many people are watching.
How many people are watching?
See video. It's, Kirby, are you still watching
Oh,
on
something just
Facebook?
happened.
Someone just had a like. Kirby, I need you to do me a favor. I need you to watch us again. Go back on our share space or wherever you're watching. It says that you're joined in, and I need you to tell me how we like. Are you able to write into us? Because we can't
Yeah,
see
we
anything. We saw that you joined, but we can't see that you guys can write into us and tell us anything. Like we're not getting anything. No feedback whatsoever. Just 110 people watching us, but
Well, they like this now. Thank God for Mackenzie.
thank God for Mackenzie, guys. I'm just kidding. I love All of them. Okay, so go back on, Kirby, and I need you to get back on here.
I don't know.
I don't know.
I need you to be my
She
eyes
was
on the other
talking
side.
about the Articles of Confederation.
Sorry.
Can you do that, please? And you're on live as well, so we can hear the enthusiasm in your voice. Which there's a lot of it. A lot of it, guys. She's excited to do this.
It's amazing.
Okay? Can you hear me? Oh gosh.
Kirby, do you have a
Okay.
question?
Do you have a here, we're gonna use you.
For numerology.
Guys, this is my sister Kirby. She's on, it says that she joined the group as well. But Kirby, do you have a question that you would like to ask
It
for
has to be
numerology?
yes or no?
It has to be a yes or no question. You suck at this. You're horrible. I love you. Get on and tell me if you can text me and tell me if you can write in, okay?
You don't have to say the question out loud.
All right, I love you. Bye.
All right, somebody ask the question. Let me try this.
This is just I love her.
Is she
She's one.
sleeping?
I don't think
She
so.
doesn't care.
I don't think so. She's
Wait, where are
mom
these
life of 3
comments?
kids. She's like, no, I'm
Oh,
done.
she's got-
Where's comments?
The comments are right here. Someone, we saw that you liked it, guys, but we're not seeing anything else.
Wait, what about comments to the right?
Oh, Satish Sharma. Thank you, Satish. 2 comments. Okay,
All right,
from
now.
Satish Sharma. All right, your comments are
A like.
But like and
2 comments.
Maybe she did 2 likes.
all right.
Well, I know
that's
one
fine.
of them's a like because it's the.
Or maybe is
Done.
it talking about these right here? Oh, well, okay. Sorry, guys. And now we're up to 126 people, and they're just watching us fiddle with this computer. So we're done and over with the fiddling. Let's get back.
What were the 3 little things?
Dots at the top.
Yeah.
I looked at that, and it says edit, post, create poll, and see video insights. If I
Oh.
click on that, I don't want to do anything.
That's okay. We need to know what's happening.
It's still working.
It's still working. Okay. Sorry, guys. And now we're up to 126 people, and they're just watching us fiddle with this computer. So we're done and over. Okay, we found the insights. That's not what we're looking for, but we are still live. Okay.
I wonder if they could see that.
I don't know. I don't know, because
Oh,
we can't see
yeah.
anything they're saying to us anyways. No one's helping us out.
I
Like,
don't
hey.
understand why there's no.
Karen's used to people hating her. So
No, I'm
No one hates Karen.
no.
So
no
okay,
one
what's
does.
your thing?
all right, okay. Well, actually, this is your thing now.
Oh, okay.
This is your thing. She wanted to talk about millennials versus Generation X. All I want to say right now is technically I'm Generation Y because I was born between 84 and 91, but they still view us all as millennials. Now, that makes no sense to me. How is someone born in my sister, Kirby, she's a millennial. She was born in 1984, but I don't understand why that is.
Julian, what did you say? You're not.
Oh,
I thought it
I
was
think
till-
I'm Z. Yeah.
Are you Z?
Yeah, I'm like
Because 91 is Y. Like, I'm Y. I'm
And then
Generation
they
Y.
did millennials, and then they did
Oh, Gen Z. Yeah.
C, Generation C.
So favorite generation, guys. And then we'll go versus.
Hmm.
Favorite
Oh.
generation? I think we're the worst.
No, I
I think we
I
were
think
spoiled
our-
rotten.
think our
and
parents know the words. Oh, outrageous. Oh yeah. Well, I mean, job society. Yeah, it was pretty.
I'm saying to grow up when we did with air conditioning, refrigeration,
Wow. These
car.
guys all grew up with the same thing. What are you talking
Yeah,
about?
but we were the first people in history to have like such a comfy life compared to our parents.
You don't remember having glass bottles and
Yeah.
dropping the milk on the floor? Kirby never experienced that.
What are you talking
We
about?
never
When did you drop a glass of milk on the
No, when we were really little, it was still glass.
In the when
By
they
the way-
delivered it in a glass bottle.
Yeah, they did
Oh.
do that for a minute. No, I'm not. No, Mom never paid. It was 10 cents for like 2 courses.
I think you're
of
living
milk.
another
No,
dream.
I'm not.
Where are you coming up with this? She's from the 50s.
All right, are you?
You're telling there's
No.
a dairyman that was driving around town.
Yeah.
No
Wasn't
way.
Grandpa?
Yes, he
what did
was.
Grandpa? It wasn't Grandpa. Didn't he work for Anderson? or
Yeah,
something?
yeah.
That's-
Wait.
Grandpa worked for Anderson.
Now you're tripping me out because the Coon family
Yeah.
owns.
Yeah,
And
I bet we're related to some of those.
Well, didn't
people.
Grandpa Ernest? Didn't he? work for it? Wasn't he a milkman?
I
Ernest.
I don't
Their
know who the other was.
grandfather's- His
Like
grandfather's-
yeah, dad's dad.
Okay, I know he owned a restaurant in Michigan. I saw it. He was a son of I have pictures.
I'm pretty sure he actually, because me and Dad,
Yeah,
I
he
feel like
moved
have
here.
talked about this. I feel like we've talked about it.
He
And
did own a milk thing in Cadillac, Michigan.
just so happens that the owner of Anderson, aren't their names Kuhn?
Yeah,
I don't think there are. Like, I think we might be related, but yeah, there was a little
they
kid.
don't talk to us.
Oh.
You know, we're the weird ones in the family. No one talks to us.
For the black sheep.
Right.
But fun fact.
Yeah.
Fun is it? Fun is
Do you want a fun fact?
Yes.
Okay,
I'm
in
excited.
1710, let's see, Samuel Kuhn
Mhm.
came to America. And you know Kuhn and Lopes? Well, anyway, we're related
No.
to them because Kuhn and Loeb eventually turned into Lehman Brothers.
Lehman Brothers.
Yeah,
Wow.
they're big time. And then they got the boot in 2008. You know, they're the bank that they didn't save. But anyway, no, but it was a big deal. And so we came, and that one grandpa, is your grandpa our grandpa?
Mhm.
And our last name was Kuhn at the time.
Oh wow, I'm so happy
No.
that's changed though. I'm not gonna lie.
No, I know, but still, it was part of your history, girl.
I know. See, one thing that's well, there's multiple things that are absolutely wonderful about Karen, but one of the things is she loves to do like ancestry stuff, like all the. She went. I remembered for was it Dad's wedding or Dad's birthday or something for Dad? You did all of his ancestry,
birthday.
everything, and printed out this awesome booklet. It was laminated, it looked great, and just it had all of our family history in it. It's awesome.
and we found out that we're seventh cousins.
We're seventh cousins.
Yeah, but because when we got over here with Samuel Kuhn, then the guy who ended up being the Kuhn and Loeb's bankers came from Valentine Kuhn.
Oh.
But anyway, so that was Valentine. That one came from him, and that's an uncle.
Gotcha.
So even though we're step, we're actually real cousins.
That's awesome.
Yeah, because we were the KUHNs, and now we're the CLONs.
So you were a Hessian.
You were too? We were Hessians. One of our relatives is last name was Hess. So there, stick that in your hat.
There we go.
Smoke it.
Yeah.
Yeah. Sorry. Kirby said she was watching on YouTube. That's what I was just looking at. Oh my gosh. We're not
She was
dealing with
on one.
YouTube. Yeah, we're on Facebook. We're trying to get this thing situated.
So-
That's really cool.
So I think that we were spoiled. We had videotapes and all these things that nobody before in history had had.
We had the
And-
first Betamax from the blog.
Yeah, we did.
The
We had a
first
swimming
Betamax?
pool. Yeah.
What's a Betamax? Can I just ask? I'm sorry.
Yeah,
Oh.
it was before
VHS.
VHS.
It was before VHS.
It was
Oh, so it was one of the ones that roll, like actually roll, like.
Yeah. We used to.
Yeah, I remember now. Okay, I do know what one is. I just didn't know what that was called.
Yeah, it has the
It's
tape.
called a
Remember?
Betamax, guys.
Like
No, I
the
don't remember
like a
that.
videotape machine.
Yeah.
Yeah, the one that rolls, like it
It was
actually.
Yeah,
super big. It was
Mhm.
really big. Then they went down to VHSs, and then they went to DVDs, and then whatever. We're still there.
Contact.
And now we're just on the internet. Who needs to stream their
Streaming.
right? Everything is streaming. So, but you know what? It's weird when you really want to find something streaming. Like it's for me, it's always the movie that my son won't stop talking about, and that's the movie I can never find streaming. But then again, there you go again. Like talk. That's a perfect example of how we are totally spoiled and don't know. If I could grow up in any time, I would have loved to grow up when Dad grew up in the 40s.
Yeah.
Not anywhere near Germany or anything
No, he
like that, or
wasn't.
World Wars or I don't want any part in that. But I think it would have been a really cool time just to look at Dad's old yearbook to see how different things were in school. And the only thing I wouldn't have really, and maybe I wouldn't even have known better because you are taught these things, but the segregation that I don't think I could be,
Well, you wouldn't know any.
I wouldn't know any different. And that's the thing. I feel like that is what's wrong with people today is we see and a lot of people my age, and just so everyone knows, I was raised by someone, like my dad had me at 51. I was the last child in the family, and I was raised by a completely different generation because of that, so people that are my age, there's so much freedom, and there's so much, you can be what you want now, you can do what you want now, that people see this world for all the bad things going on and all the horrible things that are being done in other countries and in this one for that matter, and they don't see a point. Like, they just don't see a point. They keep doing what they're doing. Oh, I'm gonna abuse animals because it's gonna get me 50,000 likes or shares, or people are gonna see it,
50 years of jail.
And 50 years of now, but like, this has been a thing where people will do anything they can just to get a view on the internet.
That's disgusting.
And that is disgusting. And I was never allowed to touch the computer when I was a kid, because apparently if Mackenzie touches a computer, it gets a virus, and it's all my fault. My dad
It
is
was your fault.
probably, but all I wanted to do is,
3 megs of memory.
and it's dial up, when we had the dial up. So I'd be like, Dad, can I please get on the computer? And my sister would be on the computer, and her friend Madeline would be on the computer, and I'd get on after them, and then all of a sudden it has a virus, and it's all my fault. Like, seriously? Okay, I'm the youngest. I'll take the fall for that. You can blame it on me. It's all right. But yeah, I feel like people my age, like, here's one, just Generation Y versus the real millennials. We ate cinnamon. Y'all ate Tide Pods. Okay, we did the ice bucket challenge. We did the ice bucket challenge.
Wait.
Like, ooh. And
What did you say they ate?
Tide Pods.
Tide Pods.
We
What's
eat
that?
a big spoonful of cinnamon, and see if we can do it without throwing up. They eat Tide Pods and see if they can do it without throwing up. Like the
Like the
laundry
actual-
detergent. Like, are you right?
Mhm.
It makes me worry about the intelligence of today's society. No offense to our younger viewers. But then on top of that, we did the ice bucket challenge, and y'all are being run over doing the stupid Kiki challenge. Really, Kiki, no one loves you. And, Kiki doesn't love you, dude. Calm down. Stop getting hit by cars, because you know that song. Kiki, do you love me? You haven't seen the Kiki challenges where you have to have
Sorry,
your
my
car-
mouth is.
You're like, she's not in
I
the
stay
know
away
about
from the
this.
news. I can't handle too much.
We got to help you.
No, right. She's like, they're Generation X. They
We
can't help
actually
us.
grew up in the 80s and 90s. Was really good. Was really
The 90s
Booming.
was great. I like that. But 80s too.
yeah.
Yeah.
We
Late
did.
80s,
We grew up in a great.
90s.
If you're, yeah.
It was fun.
I remember having fun, like, even just as a little kid. Like, it was good times. Like, that's when families were all together all the time. Like,
Right.
we, no matter what,
Since somebody put my feet up over here, I don't know if you can do it. You gotta be
Here,
careful.
I got you. Hold on one second, guys.
Oh, you have to lift it up.
This way.
I got you.
Go ahead.
Yeah.
I got you. You sit down and relax.
Fine.
Sorry for my fat sucker inners. You guys can see my fat sucker inners. Right now.
Oh, come on.
Dude,
For God's sake.
I had to do
Your
some
boobs.
miraculous things to get into this dress, let me tell you. The thing women do for beauty, guys. Better?
You look gorgeous. Thank you.
Push it that way. I need to push it more straight.
Push it.
Push it more straight. Thank you. Now, push me. Thank you.
But we grew up also in a time where
Okay, put my arm up here.
date rape, you know what I mean?
Oh, yeah.
It's all,
That was like,
yeah, no means yes.
It was.
Is that what you want
I don't
me to do? That looks retarded.
Don't
Oops,
say that
sorry.
word. Jerk.
Or what,
Yeah,
fake
yeah.
retarded?
Oh,
Bring it up here. You're an idiot. Stop. Put my hand up there.
where?
Right there on my chair.
Oh.
I'm a mesh. I need to push that way.
There we go. So what were you saying about your
Well, I don't know if you ever
Date
saw
rape?
that. Yeah, the Jodie Foster movie where she won The Accused. It
is that the
real,
name of it? The Accused?
Yeah, it's a
I
real,
think I've seen it.
real true story where a girl, that was kind of flirty or whatever, got drunk and they all, gang raped her
Oh
in
my
a
god.
country bar. And her best friend was a waitress, and she saw it happen, and just whatever, and left her like that. And she had everybody was against her because they're like, well, she was just asking for it. You know, I mean, that's
Of course, but I'm sorry. If a woman is severely intoxicated, she is not just asking for it. She is overestimating the men that are in the room that portray themselves to be men but are really little boys and want to touch everything they're not allowed to touch. Just saying.
no. I mean, there was a lot. So when Karen and I were watching the congressional hearing about the Supreme Court guy.
Oh yeah. Yeah, I don't know.
I mean, there's no way to ever know what really happened between those two. Who knows, right?
Yeah.
There's he said, she said, but it is definitely possible. That's all you know what I'm saying.
Yeah.
Just
But
the
it's
way
possible,
things
yeah,
are.
but, you know, we have to be careful because unless we have the proof,
Right.
we gotta be careful. We don't want to just destroy our men either.
No, I get that.
And I
That's
think men of today are way different.
They are,
than they
and
were.
girls are for that matter too. Like we might be.
girls are a lot more aggressive.
They are a lot more aggressive, but at the same time, like even in high school, I would go to parties, and there's always that one group, like there's that one person in your friend group that you really don't like. That you just, I had that one person where I don't like her. We really weren't friends. We were friends because of another friend. Like
Yeah.
someone else was both of our really good like best friends, so we hung out in the same group, but we didn't like each other. And we threw a party at one of our friends' houses while her parents were out of town. And it was always me and my best friend, like, planning the party and throwing the party, but it was always in someone else's house. But when we did, this friend, I hate her so much. I hated her.
No,
and I don't hate anybody. In high school, honestly, now, I don't hate her at all. In high school, she was just my rival. We'll put it that way. I didn't even hate her then. She was just my rival. And she got so shit-faced drunk at this party. I was so mad because I am not about to let anyone, mess with her, but I had to play mama. And I hate that. That one friend that just gets trashed, and then you walk in and you see her, and like I walked to the bathroom and she's on the floor and two guys were over her, doing something with her shirt. And I freaked out and I was like, what the hell is going on? And I was like, I said her name and I don't want to say it, but I was like, hey, get up. And she was like, no, I'm fine. Okay, so we're going to do this the hard way. Thank you. You pain in my butt for ruining this whole party for me so I can take care of you. So I stayed in the bathroom and I took care of her for, like 30 minutes. And then I got another friend to come, we took turns and stuff. But you keep people off,
Right.
You girls
hang
today,
together.
you ain't going to rape nobody today because unless you catch her when she's by herself or you're her Uber driver or something, like the pack is not going to let you. There is no lone wolf pack in this group. Yeah. Like, no, not now. Nowadays.
That's how we were. We always were. We hung together.
We hung together.
Yeah, and
we did separate.
But see, that's willingly separating,
Yeah.
But now you have to have the.
Yeah, no, we always did. We had a cluster of us.
I don't need a puppa.
Her neck hurts. Would you like a pillow?
No, she wants a Papa Hooter, but are we allowed to do that?
Yes, we went through this last time.
Oh yeah, guys, it's got medical benefits.
Well, I'm allowed.
So now I'm gonna get arrested for this.
No, it's not funny. It's a.
Oh, you got it?
Oh
my goodness.
It looks like he has a phone in his hand, not anything else.
Oh, what?
My neck hurts so bad.
Yeah, looks up.
So another cool thing about, my sister's generation is like, it's funny that everything you guys wore, I totally could have been happening if I had all your hand-me-downs now, whereas, everything came right back. And let me tell you, my sisters are hot stuff. Yeah. So it would have been nice because it's funny just how everything keeps coming back around, But I do think that my generation is they don't care. They just don't. Or they care so much about the wrong shit. Like they care so much about their Facebook page or their Twitter account or what Kim Kardashian is doing or who Lamar Odom is sleeping with. Now, I don't know. That might be some old gossip.
This thing?
No.
Yes.
This thing.
Here we go.
But
I'm blocking the view.
Don't burn my face.
I swear to God, if I get some federal crime,
What's wrong with you?
because it's interstate.
You're an idiot.
Medical marijuana use is perfectly fine. It is legal here in Las Vegas.
I hadn't get to work anyway.
She is a superwoman. Like, my sister is superwoman, and if a little bit of pot makes her feel better and makes her nerves calm down or her neck stop hurting, we're all for it. So I'm just gonna say that right now. Oh yes. So guys, I wish you guys could write in. Can someone please tell me how we're writing in? Let me see if anyone was able. Give me a like. Someone give us a like. Give us a like. Let us know that you're here. Something.
They're there though, right?
Yeah, there's a lot of people here, but we just can't see any comments. I would love to see the comments.
I know. How many people are on the thing now?
Almost 200.
Right on. Also, when we were growing up, it was just not, they had integration, but there just wasn't a lot of people that lived by us of color. So we weren't really around very many.
Mm.
So by being naive, is that racist? You know what I mean?
It's more of ignorance at that point because you don't know. You don't know. Naive ignorance. You're ignorant too because you don't know.
Our last name is Kuhn.
Yes. Right there. We all got picked on in school. Yeah, your page
no, we
isn't showing.
didn't.
Well, I did. I got picked on in
They thought it
school.
was the best because they
Yeah,
could scream it across the whole school.
Yeah, I had a PE teacher. He used to be like, "Coon, get over here," and I'd go running up, and her name's Miss Ziedler. Hey, Miss Ziedler. And I'd be like, "What?" And she's like, "Nothing. I just wanted to say your last name without getting shot."
Yeah. What? They did that
Well,
too. Back in our days, people always go,
yeah, they always did. But do you think they did it on
They
purpose?
did it because how often do you get to say food?
Well,
Right.
there's 5 of us.
Yeah, I know, but that's quite often.
Yeah.
But
That's
the
true.
I didn't know what it meant at
The
all.
African
I had no
Americans
idea.
were the ones calling us food mostly. They're funny.
Yeah, I didn't know what it
No,
meant
it's
until
cool.
I saw Remember the Titans. When they call him Coach Coon instead of Coach Boone, because his name is Coach Boone, but in the movie they call him Coach Coon. And I was like, what? I thought it was so cool. It's like hearing a song with your name in it when the only song with my name in it is Father Mackenzie, the Beatles, and So I thought it was cool. I was like, my name is in a movie. And then I was like, oh, that's a racial slur. Oh no.
I know, right?
Like, do you guys remember at the trailer park? Yeah, that's totally. Yeah, I grew up in a trailer park. And with that, there was this new neighbor that moved in right next to our trailer. And, my best friend, we've known each other since we were born. Ashley Nowicki lived across the street. And I was like 5 or 6, I guess. And I was outside writing in front of the trailer with chalk. But Mackenzie, by the way, is an 8-letter name. And it's hard when you're like 5 or 6 to write Mackenzie. So all I put is Mac. And then really big next to it, Coon. Coon just so happened to be in front of the trailer that was next to us. And this guy who just moved in, this big black guy, he came out and he was madder than hell. He was like, I moved away from the South because there's and went across the street and started talking to Mike, Ashley's dad, and was like, I can't believe this. I didn't think I would get this. And he looked and he started laughing. And the dude got upset and was like, why are you laughing? And he goes, no, that's little Mackenzie Coon. She lives across the street. And don't tell me, Space Jam was apparently my movie when I was younger. And my dad said that I kept calling him Michael Jordan. And yeah, we were good friends since then. Like, from that day on, he absolutely loved me because I wrote Coon really big in front of his
Without
house.
being
But
racist.
I didn't know. I was like,
Well,
Mackenzie's
I have
hard.
a little.
I wanted to say something.
No, wait, I want to say something about the Michael Jackson. Michael Jackson? Did I just say that?
You said Michael Jackson.
Michael Jordan has my birthday. He's older than me, but he does have my birthday.
Woo!
That's all.
No, I love my birthday. I can't remember.
The best people, right? That's right.
Like the ones with the big hearts. You know what I mean?
Like
okay, let me tell you.
Mussolini. Yeah, she's never gonna
Like
find one.
you would think like Prince would have a good heart. I don't know why.
Prince.
You would think R. Kelly had a good heart too, judging just based on his music until some shit went down.
No, I just thought he was kind of in his own world and transcendental or something. I don't know.
He was a voyeur.
I think Prince is a good guy. What do you guys think?
I better be
Who's a
quiet.
better one. Just been through.
Oh no, I know some of you men.
What's that guy's name?
Oh, he wasn't?
Who's that guy with the Tony Stark? Who's that?
Oh.
You're on TV.
I know something like that.
The people are peeping.
He's all right. Okay. 201. 201. All right, guys. Woo! Big old 201.
Do we still have the one on YouTube?
No, YouTube, everyone is like, screw this. These crazy ladies. We're not as big of a hit with people on
No,
YouTube.
it's because I.
Babe, why would you want to go down?
Babe.
You could have a coon.
Yeah, why would you want a Kardashian when you could have a coon? We're better. Did that sound weird? You gave me that look at me. I just saw that. Like, she just looked at me like, what are you talking about? Ixnay, Ixnay.
You look so beautiful.
Oh, thank you.
Beautiful.
Thank you.
She has a lot.
Do you know how hard that is to curl your hair?
It really is, guys. It took an hour and a
She's
half.
got like real thick hair.
Yeah, it took an hour and a half for.
breath she has. You have good breath because you're a singer.
Breath?
Yeah.
Oh, how I can talk. I thought you said
Took
breath.
breath.
I was like, thanks,
No,
Karen.
She has great breasts too.
Breath. Breath.
Breath.
No, you
Yeah.
you
Yes.
talk like a grown up.
No,
I mean, no, you are a grown-up.
because you're a singer.
Yeah, that I
That's
use my
no wonder
diaphragm.
You can sing because if you can see that loud, you know.
Oh, I'm so sorry.
No, it's fine.
Okay, I'm like,
If
she
you
just
were
called
on
me
a-
loud.
Listen to me. If you were on a battlefield in medieval time, you'd be the guy.
She doesn't have
I would
to.
be the one. Yes, I would be
You
the
just
one.
start-
Did you see the video?
You say what's the word? You say let's go. Whatever you're gonna do.
I'd be the one like, redcoats are coming.
Yeah, go
Like,
ahead.
except not.
Wait, dude. Pause there. Go ahead.
Redcoats are coming. I don't know.
British are coming.
Oh, it's the British, the redcoats. Where did I get that? I think I got that actually from Twilight. Wow, that's horrible.
We
Because
just said redcoats earlier today.
oh yeah,
Isn't
that's
that weird?
that is weird.
Yeah.
But the
remember
British
you were
are
trying to
coming.
say that-
Should I say
Oh,
it with a
yeah.
British accent too, or no?
Yes.
No,
I can
please.
talk like this all day. No one will know that I'm not from the UK.
Cockney.
That's very good.
Did you see the
Can you
Phil
speak-
Collins?
Can you speak English?
Can I speak English? Can I speak English? No, I like to speak
Look how
slang.
good she is.
I'm talking like
She has
slang.
some serious breath.
I got some serious breath, guys. It's because I use my diaphragm. If you guys also take a extra good look at my breath. I'm so
No, she.
Oh, you guys, my breath is really good, and you can tell if you look at my breasts here, you can see that they don't move when I breathe because I don't breathe with my chest. I breathe with my diaphragm, and that is the trick. That is the trick. I am. I'm gonna live. Stubborn. Evil never dies. He said you're gonna live a long time because I have good breath, guys. Captain Lungs over here.
I was going to ask you, did you see the Phil Collins tape when he was singing in air tonight that I put up?
Yes, I saw
And
that.
I was singing along. I was singing loud and proud. I had no idea I sang that bad.
You know what?
Oh my
I
gosh.
think we all do that. If any of us have gone to a concert at all, and you know when you're just like, because even I just went to a concert the other week. I went to a Nightmare on Q Street.
But you could be a politician.
I totally.
Oh my God.
This
Yeah,
one.
you're the future.
Dude, the way you're speaking, you're commanding attention. Seriously.
Is that?
For a woman, that's something amazing. And you should do that. That's something amazing. I'm stoned, by the way.
She's stoned. Okay.
She's a one puff dragon.
Yeah, I don't think
Lightweight. Jeez.
She's not as funny. It's not that's sample. Like,
What do you sound like?
hello.
She said hello.
Hello.
Say, do me a favor, Karen. Say hello. Say hello.
Oh, wow.
She went up a pitch. Hello. You have to talk like you're Russian. Hello.
Oh, I am still.
She's okay. We're
That's phenomenal.
Julia can do it. Do that.
Oh.
Do it.
Let's hear it, Julian.
Go ahead, honey. Go ahead. It's awesome.
Julian's an actor. He's awesome. So we're gonna turn the
Yeah,
attention
please. That's
to Julian real quick. All right, Julian, give us your.
You need to drink apple vodka.
Nice.
And he even does the low, like almost like grandfather-ish, right?
Oh.
That part you did. Oh, da, 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 da. Would you put your hands in sand and
Oh.
you bury yourself?
Oh
And
yeah.
you
Oh.
come out. Go ahead. And do
We
that
should-
part.
Oh
Yeah,
yeah.
okay.
I mean,
do you
I
mean,
don't
how's he
know if I
gonna do it?
remember any of the.
My name
We should put that
is
video up, the
Boris.
one you did with Josh last
Oh.
year.
Stand by
Yes, that one was a good one.
Oh, but yeah. Still is being edited to this day, but.
Yeah,
Let's
he cut
put
me
2
out.
years later.
We'll
Well,
put
like
it
a
back.
year later.
Mhm.
Well, that sounds like a
Kimmy,
goal. That's your
you know
weekly
what's
goal,
funny?
man. You
Oh,
got this.
that-
Oh,
Wait,
yeah.
you know what's so funny?
What?
Kimmy.
Kimmy's funny. Well, she's a hilarium.
She-
She's just awesome. Oh my gosh, guys! I think
Oh, why
these
your faces?
mine.
Yeah.
Oh my god, it's because I'm pale, guys. I'm like
Yeah, you
against
are.
the sun. Apparently, I don't know. Maybe the sun has no effect on me.
No,
Allegedly.
God.
Allegedly.
Oh my God. You know, if you got your hair all the way to your shoulder, you
Don't.
look like no. She looks like a 20s pinup. Or
I
50s
would love
pinup.
that. Pinups are
Do you
awesome.
see? Do you
Like
see
a
her
Betty
face?
Boop.
Like
She's
this
just
whole
so
thing.
Oh, she is-
pretty.
I know
This whole-
she's so pretty.
Oh my God. I
Your
mean, no,
eyelashes
it's
look
just-
longer than I've ever seen them.
Yeah, no.
It's
you're
the
happier.
mascara.
No, you're happy.
Is it the double one? Is it the white
Holy
one?
crap, honey.
The white and then the
And then
thing?
the dark one on top of it. I absolutely love it.
Yeah, I love your hair too, even though it's too long.
It's
It
too
looks
long.
pretty.
I'm so scared to cut it, guys.
Well,
Like,
at least
what
you
does
can
everyone else
curl
think?
it.
I'm so scared to cut
If you
it.
curl it, it's fabulous. If you don't curl it, cut it.
Curling it takes like so long.
Tell
You're out of line.
Don't. Am I? What?
Back to millennials.
Oh my
Back to
God.
millennials, guys.
Sorry.
Might need to trim it.
I do need to trim it because I have more dead ends and
But no, it's so healthy.
something with a lot of dead ends. I don't know where I was going with that one.
No, but you said
There's
I
some
lost
dead ends
it.
in our
Look
lives.
at Mackenzie's head on the side. If you cut her hair. No, look at us. Right here.
Look at us.
This thing, yes.
Where her bangs, where she
You
did
know,
bangs
when
for a
it goes
minute.
down, she just looks like a supermodel.
Ah!
She really did.
This is why I like hanging out with my sisters, guys. This is why fat girls, we need our sisters because I love it. I love it. Flattery will get you everything.
Yeah. But while we're on the subject, your nose ring is very, very what? Apropos, what's another word?
For apropos, I don't know.
No,
what
even
it
better than that. What's a better word? Like
Yeah.
when you really like it because you don't like anyone's. Even where you put it on your face
is weird,
is
right?
weird and it's awesome.
Thank you. I thought it was weird too.
No, you're like an artist. Yeah, that was
Yay.
pretty good.
I'm also, guys, the only person I've ever met with this actual piercing right here.
Yeah.
So I
Oh,
have one earring going through
Yeah.
2 holes. Let
No,
me see.
that's
See?
disgusting.
You
Don't
can see it in the
ever do
corner. I have one earring going through 2 holes.
No.
But I'm the only, well, we were just talking about piercings. And I'm the
All
only
right,
one.
but I don't agree with it. I love you.
Okay, I love you too. It's okay. I understand.
Does it just
apropos.
sound like TJ? or
Appropriate is
RTD?
which apropos means.
Yeah, apropos means it's
Appropriate.
like yeah, it's we love to learn. We
You
learned a
speak
lot.
very eloquently, though.
Thank you.
Yeah, amazingly. I
Thank
can
you.
see it well. And people get their eyes.
I was in
open.
speech and debate in high school.
Yeah, and you also
And theater.
Wait, please for me, blessings. Can you do one little song in Hebrew? That's a prayer. A nice, beautiful. They have a prayer for me.
A prayer?
For me and all of us.
Hmm.
All of us in this room
We do
and
the Shema.
the world. Something beautiful. As good as you can.
Oh my God, guys. This is, oh my God. I can't be on screen if I'm going to do this then. Okay, I can do this, but I have to be off screen just because
No, you just don't look at them. Look at us.
I have to stand up though. You want me to use my singing muscles. I've got a fat sucker holding me in right now.
Pull this. I
Okay.
don't know.
Oh, I like your
See.
necklace.
Thank you. It's attached to the dress.
Oh,
I
nice.
like that.
Yeah.
This is all one. All one.
Oh no!
It's all
shut
one.
up.
I love it.
Oh,
Isn't that
Are
awesome?
you kidding me?
Okay.
It's awesome.
I know, it's really nice. Okay, anyway, sorry.
Oh my God, that's like the best idea.
Right.
That's a perfect jacket for that outfit.
Yeah,
That's
because
right.
it's completely
Yeah. No, that's
Wow.
great.
It's just this
That is
little
like the best.
Thank you, guys. Just so you see what they're talking about, my dress is, well, you can't see. I'm so
Look at
fat,
her
but
boobs.
see,
Boobs.
there. See?
No, it's
Okay,
a
they
lot
can't
of
see
clothes.
anything. In Hebrew, huh?
Yes, please.
Oh,
Be quiet.
Oh my gosh, guys, this is horrible. I don't know. Okay.
Yeah, sing something in
I
Catholic.
need a back blessing.
Okay.
I will. I'll sing Catholic after you.
All right, we'll just do the Shema. The Shema is something easy. Shema Yisrael, Adonai Eloheinu, Adonai, Adonai Echad. Baruch Shem Kevod, Shem Kevod Machuto, Leolam, Leolam Va'ed. Shelter us beneath thy wings, O Adonai. Guard us from, oh my gosh, sorry. Guard us from all harmful things. Oh Adonai, keep us safe throughout the night until we wake with morning's light. Teach us the wrong from right. Oh my gosh. Oh Adonai, Amen. Amen, Amen. Amen, Amen. Amen. There you go, guys.
Amen.
I'm so sorry.
They say amen in
They say
Hebrew.
amen as well.
They were, they were before the Christian.
Yeah. Ailey is also another word for God. Sorry, God. Ailey.
Okay. I like
And
it.
Adonai is also God, but that's not warmed up. That's not, I'm so sorry, guys.
No,
I
it's
apologize.
beautiful.
Thank
You had
you.
a tear in your eye.
I know I did because I was like, oh
I
gosh.
really like
Never
the parts
said,
in
you
Hebrew,
know.
like the Hebrew, yeah.
I like
Yeah,
the Hebrew.
yeah.
The Hebrew is way better. It doesn't sound prettier in Hebrew than
Yeah,
then you
it
say it in
does.
English and you're like,
Yeah,
oh,
you
keep us
just
safe throughout the
destroyed
night.
it.
Right.
That means you could be an opera singer.
Actually, I
That
was
you
trained.
can.
Nathan Wine was
Oh my
actually my
God.
voice instructor.
Just found out after 26 years, I just found out my sister is the best biggest singer I've ever heard.
Are you 26?
It is.
I'm 27. But
Oh,
I turn 28 next month. Actually, almost 30, guys. What the
Oh
heck?
my God.
I know.
You're 28. You're not 30.
Yes, I'm 28.
You're 28.
28.
Whatever you are, whatever age you are.
Yeah.
So we were just a few years younger.
Me and Josh is only 2 years. Me, I went to high school with Josh. Like Josh was at Coronado my senior year, or his senior year, and my freshman year.
That's right.
Yeah, we went to school together for 1 year, and he made sure to come check on me, and he was cool. He was awesome.
Oh.
No, what do you think of that? I want her in one of your movies. No,
Oh, yeah,
seriously.
right.
What are you gonna do with that beard?
Anything.
Oh. Well, actually, I like,
Julian's got an awesome beard.
oh,
It's kinda
probably
like-
can't see too much of it, but yeah.
or too much of it.
Or too much.
You would do it.
Tell them about the short film that you're in. Like, what are you
Oh,
playing?
I mean, so basically, yeah. So I'm like the ingenue / murder victim number 3.
Oh, is this like a murder room?
Oh, it's like a supernatural type, like short film and all that.
That's so awesome.
Yeah. Oh, yeah, it's a lot of
Are
fun.
you a
Yeah.
bad boy or what?
It seems like I'm kind of a geeky guy. Yeah, it's just like.
No, not you.
Did you get to
Or
make,
the
like,
odds.
so with this, do you get to like kind of, when you're given these murder victim 3, do you get to like basically come up with your character? If you're given, okay, I need him to be geeky, do you get to come up with all the different aspects of your character?
So
you know?
yeah, so pretty much like you definitely want to like look at the script as much as you can, and like because like everything that's written is like your tools like to like motivate your character and all that.
Mm-hmm.
But in the end, it's kind of like your interpretation of how like the script like wants you to be. Like even if you're an extra, like and they're just like, oh, like you're just a guy walking into the store, getting some milk before it gets shot up by bank robbers and all that.
Right.
Yeah, and then you're like, okay, but why am I going to the store right now? Am I like doing this?
Why do I need milk?
Yeah, exactly.
Am I a tired, angry person who has to go to the store and get milk because their baby's crying and, honey, run to the store for me, please? Like, or are you like, do you need this milk because you're about to go make your wife this wonderful breakfast?
Or it could be, I'm going out for milk and he's never coming back.
Or,
Yeah.
is this like, I need milk, but it's to take on my journey through life that I am no longer living right here?
Yeah, exactly. Yeah.
Quality of life is like gone from little childhood into, trying to just rebel a little bit and then to go off and then make a beautiful baby and all that and be a mommy. I mean, that's pretty cool. And then to find out that you are an incredible singer. Any Jewish bar mitzvahs, if you have any of those things, what do you have? Tell us all the holidays that you can sing at.
I can sing at. Kirby sings too. Kirby, we're all gifted in the way of,
Really?
yeah, my mom, Kirby, and I are all
Oh my
vocally
God.
gifted. And we feel,
You guys are so humble.
we
Oh
like,
my God.
and you know what's the best thing
That's
is
fucking nuts.
the three of us sound the best. Like we all sound good individually, but we love harmonies.
Oh
My mom, my sister, and I, we love harmonies. I usually take the low.
Over here.
Yeah, I usually take the low.
We're gonna have a concert. We're gonna have a concert.
Kirby's the
That's
soprano
right, we are.
always.
We will be having a concert.
Really?
Yes.
We're having a concert here.
Me and my mom, my
And
sister.
your sister.
What's funny, and I feel so bad about
Not
this.
even kidding.
We're down.
That's
I know they'd be down
I
too.
understand. I know talent. I just never saw this confidence. It really, you didn't sing that much. Did you?
I mean, well,
You told
not for
us
you
about
guys.
it.
I had my own
You
personal.
told us about it.
Yeah,
So we believed you were really a
Yeah.
singer.
like
But very rarely, you didn't believe in yourself the way you do now.
no, and you know
Now
what
you've
though?
got it.
Leon is one of the main reasons I like. He heard me singing one day, and Leon introduced me to Tiger.
Oh,
yeah.
Tiger.
Say who's Leon.
Leon Benzer is such an amazing person. I absolutely love him to death, and he is Karen's ex-husband and Julian's dad, but he is absolutely amazing. My brother-in-law, and it's their kind of love story though was like they've known each other since they were 9. How many of you can say you know your wife or your husband since they were 9 years old? Like that's crazy. But anyway, Leon actually introduced me. Everyone wanted him to be a TV personality or even a radio voice. Like he had all these friends. And, when I was younger, my stepmom and I did not get along at all. Leon lived in the Anthem Country Club along with my
I
cousin.
remember who that is. Okay, got it.
Oh, did you? Oh, yeah.
Okay.
So Leon, lived in the Anthem Country Club. I lived up in Anthem Highlands. And when I was having issues with my stepmom, Leon always said, come to my house. You don't have to ask. I basically lived in the studio. Like I slept on that couch all the time. I had my 17th birthday party at Leon's, which by the way, as soon as I left Leon's, Leon knew I was up to trouble. He knew it. When we all left, he was like, why are you guys leaving right now? There's a pool. There's a trampoline in the back. There's this. We used to go take that golf cart and go riding all over the country club. We had so much fun with that golf, especially when my dad was like, once you get to Leon's, you can't leave with the truck. And I was like, okay, that's cool. Leon has a golf cart. Hey, Leon, can I get your golf cart? He'd be like, yeah, just don't do. By the way, guys, don't ever jump into the little lake at a freaking or the pond at the golf course of a country club. It's not as fun as it looks. Like it's really not. It's gross and slimy, and it's hard to get out. But Leon knew we were up to trouble.
It is hard to get out.
It really is.
I mean, you could drown.
I know, dude, it was bad. But we left Leon's house on my 17th birthday, and I went and got my very first tattoo. I hid it from my parents for a couple of months. Leon knew about it, and he knew my dad would flip. So, which is this on my neck? This little Sagittarius sign on my neck. I went and got on my 17th birthday. But Leon was big into why I started, you know, singing and actually trying to make it a thing. Leon really believed in me for that.
Leon had like a recording studio.
Yeah, I know, and I loved it and everything. Like he had platinums, you know, selling, like J-Lo was on one wall, and it was just amazing.
Yeah,
And
I know, he had so many things.
And yeah, Tiger was a really cool person too. Like he introduced me to some people, and Tiger was like, she needs to tighten this up. Like it needs to, and you know, then my dad got me with Nathan Wine, which was Temple as well. Like, you know, my dad wanted me singing in the choir, so I was always at Temple. Huh?
You're so classical.
Oh, I love classical music, but I was trained in opera. I was trained classically by Nathan Wine, and he was an awesome instructor. And he kept telling Dad, do you know how wonderful it is when you're a little kid and to hear another person tell your dad to shut up when you want to tell him, but you'll get in trouble? TJ, you're paying me to teach her. Stop talking, because you know, Dad, he would always, Mackenzie, project, put your hands down, and that, yeah, like, and Nathan was like, TJ, I'm gonna make you sit in the car and wait if you keep, you know, messing up. Yeah, and he would actually like compose actual like. That song Somewhere Over the Rainbow, I love that song. He actually did a specific version of it, like redid it in the octave that I needed it to be in the key I needed it to be in for him to, you know, for me to sing for recitals and stuff. It was awesome. It was fun.
Think about this, Mackenzie won't even be able to talk after she goes up to us and stuff. Remember, like, they won't be able to talk for like a month.
You guys will love that.
No, because don't you have to rest your voice after all that?
Yeah.
Don't they? Or is that a myth? I don't know.
No, you have to rest well, at the same time, your throat is going to get sore. Your throat is going to get dry. You're not going to be able to produce the saliva you need to produce if you're constantly talking or, you know, stuff like that. So it's little things like that. But, you know, I'm just going to tell you guys, I am a cigarette smoker, and I know that's horrible to say, but people who say that cigarette smoking is so horrible. I'm not saying that that's not true. It does do damage, but your vocal cords are muscles, like every other muscle in your body. If you work it out, it's not going to fail. Everyone's like, oh, your voice is going to become hoarse and disgusting because you smoke. No, actually, it's not, because my vocal cords are muscles. That I'm one of those people where if you look at me in traffic, like if you pull up next to me, you look at me in traffic, I'm singing into my cell phone. I'm like, yeah, I'm literally, you will have a full on concert. All you got to do is roll down your window and yell out a request, and I got you.
I think we had stars born.
This one right here, though, Julian is, so I always wanted to go to LVA, Las Vegas.
Push it that way.
There, so he can see.
The other way.
There we go. So Julian actually went to the high school I've always wanted to go to. I went to plays at LVA, which is Las Vegas Academy of Performing Arts, for those of you who don't know. And two of my stepbrothers' best friends, Rachel and Samantha Alterman, went to LVA, and they went there when I believe was it the Killers went there? Like, I know I've seen Brandon Flowers. Yeah, Brandon Flowers all went to LVA, and I actually met Brandon Flowers at a cast party after Once on This Island. He looked like a giant whale sperm in his outfit, but it was awesome. Like, he looked so cool. He was Papa Gay, where if you've ever seen, have you heard of Once on This Island?
Actually, that one I haven't.
You haven't?
Yeah.
Oh, it was your typical, you know, love story, poor girl, rich guy. They're not supposed to be together. They end up together. They fall in love, and
Wait, I have a question.
Yeah.
Dear classical voice. Right. If you change how much.
I don't know if you guys can hear her. I don't know.
I don't think
know.
you want to hear her.
She's still on this. She's a little inebriated from the medical marijuana. So, but Once on This Island is awesome, and but I've always admired everyone that's gone to that school. I wanted to go to that school so bad. I had an audition to go, and I couldn't make it. My dad was late picking me up.
Oh.
Yeah, so it wasn't even because of me, but I don't blame him. You know, everything happens for a reason, and it doesn't mean that I'm not talented or that I wasn't able to get in. But this guy over here is like one of those people where you give him any kind of character and give him 20 minutes by himself, and he is like, he just blows you out of your mind every single
You're
time.
When he was
Only
a little boy, he didn't talk like normal talk, but he would watch cartoons and then he would exactly play it word for word the whole cartoon
That's so cool.
in the right voice. It was wild.
That's awesome.
Oh, that, yeah.
But it's
Well, I might be a little hard with this. Well, I think I can still do it.
There you go.
Hitting them high notes, yeah.
Okay, close.
You're gonna make him sing?
No, he's gonna do Shrek. You can do it.
Oh,
He's gonna do what?
Shrek.
oh.
Shrek. Oh,
I
Shrek
like
in
the
person.
Austin
We all love Shrek. Woo!
Oh,
Okay.
I like that. I like the Austin Powers.
Will they be able to hear him?
They will be able to hear him if he project, my friend. Pretend you're on stage.
So yeah, just so you know, this is like my normal, normal speaking voice. Do you know the Muffin Man?
The Muffin Man.
The Muffin Man.
Yes, I know the Muffin Man. The one that lives on Drury Lane.
Well, she's married to the Muffin Man.
The Muffin Man? The Muffin Man. So she's married to the Muffin Man.
Don't tell her anything.
I love it. Oh my god.
Oh,
See, we could run lines together, you and me.
true.
Yes, right?
It's hilarious because like I really can't, like, my voice is so flat, like I can't sing or hit any high notes except for that one for some
Except for
reason.
Tell him when he did his audition.
Holy shit. You guys could really.
Karen doesn't let me talk to them.
We could. We're both act like we both like to act. We're
Sorry,
both.
I'm busy being blown away.
No, I just wanted to say when Julian auditioned, I mean he didn't know or
We
something
didn't know anything.
to the last minute.
This is
So he had like
the
2 days, right?
Yeah.
To prepare?
48 hours.
Oh my
48
God.
hours, and he decided to do stand-up comedian of all things.
That's like one of the hardest
I
things
don't
to do
think
for you
so
guys
either.
not to know. Like for
Oh, I have no idea. That was like when I was like 14.
Then
Well,
you would choose that. That's wild.
Which
Man.
one was it?
that's called confidence right there.
Which one was it?
I think there's like a few categories we had to do. Like they even made us sing too, even though like
Yeah, they always make you sing.
Yeah.
Just go ahead and try it. Do
Try
it.
what?
Who?
Julian, believe me, he really can't sing. So if he does, then you guys know miracles happen. Give him a shout out, Julian.
No.
Are you making him sing?
She openly says he's not good at this and then wants him to do it. I'm just
You just put your son down and then told him to say it out loud. To everybody.
so everyone else, you know, the internet's not nice all the time, guys.
You know what? Sometimes you have to undersell so that you people will be impressed.
Oh no, I think that's regular selling. Like she's not kidding. Like this, yeah, no, it's flat.
Go ahead and try.
I don't even try what.
All around me.
Oh, I ain't doing that one.
Yeah. That's
What's
a
all
hard
around
song.
me?
Mad World.
Yeah.
Oh.
All around me are
Oh, why do I instantly think of Flyleaf?
It's from Donnie Darko.
Oh.
Riding early to
Oh yeah, I think that's like the.
races, going nowhere, going nowhere. And I think it's kind of funny.
I instantly hear all around me and I start thinking Flyleaf.
No, it's goes mad.
You haven't heard that song? I can feel you all around me. Sick of me. No? Okay. I'm alone on that
I
one.
like that stuff. I mean,
I like that new Taylor Swift about 7 a.m.
Oh.
I know.
Yeah, that's all over TikTok too. Like,
I know, right? Did
damn,
you see the cop?
It's 7 a.m.
Did you see the cop one?
Yeah.
So
I love
funny.
it. The cops and the firefighters are like my favorite part of TikTok. That and then like there's this one guy and his brother, and I don't even know their names, but his brother has Down syndrome and he's got like a couple different forms of autism on top of it or whatever. I don't know. But they always do these dancing videos and
Yeah.
it's like brotherly love, and he always posts with his brother, so they do these cool dances and it's so awesome. I absolutely
think
love it.
TikTok is amazing.
I love TikTok.
Platform.
Although I'm not gonna lie, when I had a teenager, sit there behind me in line for something, and she was like telling this goblin that was, taking our tickets or whatever. She was telling this goblin, like,
What makes a goblin? Just So I understand.
Well, she or he, I don't know, I couldn't tell by the voice. They were short like me and couldn't see if there was chests or anything. You can't tell. But like his face or her face, like, and it had an extended chin and it was green and it looked like a goblin. Like it was around Halloween.
Yeah.
And there were these teenagers behind me and they were like, oh my God, your outfit is like so cute. You could totally be like TikTok famous. Did you even know? This was the look on my face when I heard that, guys. No, that made me have a little less appreciation for TikTok. I was like, nah, okay, I like your enthusiasm, but you're like 12 or 13. I have to forgive you for this. Like,
But you see like old people on there dancing.
yes,
from
I
all
love
over
it.
from Slovakia or
Yes, these old, like, I love
like
it.
doing dance offs.
TikTok is for
and
everybody. It's for everybody.
it's like 15 seconds,
It's just little things, yeah. And then there was this one, like, and it's funny because there's a lot of videos that are like, I used to be so beautiful, now look at me, and then they go, and all of a sudden there's something different. So usually what they do when they're in those kind of videos is they're like, we used to be so beautiful, and they're just in regular clothes, and now look at me. And when they go like this, they go down, they're in police uniforms and stuff like that. And I saw this one TikTok where this lady was like, I used to be so, and she looked all pretty and gorgeous and had her hair all done. And then when she went like this, she was in a towel. Her face was all kinds. She looked like a cancer child. Like her hair was messed up. And then the music stopped and she goes, this is what it's supposed to be like, guys. Just like this. You're beautiful and then you're not. Why is everyone doing it backwards? And I was like, I didn't notice that. Good point. You hit it right on the nose. Good point. So TikTok is awesome and no one's too old for TikTok.
No.
I think Karen should get a TikTok.
Yeah, you should. Seriously, all over.
We'd have so much fun.
It's like the Brady Bunch, with the different squares and people, but from every language.
Everywhere,
It's
yeah.
just music is a universal language.
Yeah, that's true.
And they have all these, they always are changing their special effects.
Mhm.
So wait a minute, you can speak.
And people are nice on it, aren't
What
they?
can you speak? Is it Yiddish or what do you call that?
Hebrew? Please don't make me do that on here. I'm not
No,
gonna do
just
that on here.
talking.
No, I'm not.
Just talking to
There's no one
me.
for me to talk to.
Talking to
I'm
me.
here. I don't wanna do that.
Just one
Manishma. Manishma.
That means shut your mouth.
No. Chicken. Parvaka shut the fuck.
Wait.
Chicken.
Oh my
Parvaka.
gosh. Hold on. I got something for you.
Can't
Say
wait.
parvakasha.
Say something
No,
back
no.
in Polish,
Parvakasha.
Karen.
No, I'm trying to do it. Just commentate.
Commentate.
Okay, so this question, let me think.
Is in what?
You're Michigan.
Okay. Michigana. Ay vey, that's Yiddish. Michigana is crazy. Michigas is craziness. Manishma, when I told you, it means what's up.
Yeah.
Say boker tov. Boker tov, say it.
Boca Tov.
Boker tov.
Por,
Boker tov.
if it's B-O.
Yeah, B-O. Boker tov. Boker tov.
Boca Tov.
Boker Tov.
Means good morning.
Good Lord.
Birthday.
It didn't sound like it was going to mean that.
No.
Right? You
I
know
don't
what?
it was going to mean.
What's
but
so
not good
funny?
morning.
So we'll be,
No.
I'll be at work with all my Hispanic lady friends, and we're teaching each other how to say stuff. I'm teaching them stuff in Hebrew. They're teaching me stuff in Spanish. Although the things that I can now say in Spanish, I can't have a normal conversation because they're assholes. I'm sorry, but they're gonna say something they're gonna teach me how to say something that's gonna, like, the stuff I'm not. When they told me what I was saying, I was like, oh my God. I had one of the male Hispanic guys that I work with come up to me and be like, listen, that's really funny that you're saying that. Don't say that with a bunch of construction workers around you, okay? I was like, oh my God. Well, they taught me how to say, I'm not going to say it in Spanish, but they taught me how to say, you give good head. And then I need your penis in and around my mouth, is what they said.
Shush.
That's what I was taught how to say, but I'm not going to say it. I'm not ever going to use it in normal conversation at all.
Sorry, I'm stoned. The birthday is not my fault.
She says what she says is not her fault. It's okay. No one's blaming.
Does your neck hurt still?
Yeah, a little bit, but not.
We can end stream on this one if you want. No one is even.
Yeah.
We're still at literally 0. Do you want to end this or
How is
Yeah.
the other doing?
the other one? We're good. We're up to 2:15, guys. Now I don't think we're gonna get up. I'm so sorry I was late. I feel horrible. That won't happen
The
again.
real low point was
Dang.
Oh
What
man.
happened to what?
Kara's like in 1781, the Articles of Confederacy.